We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Sports Talk Chicago. We are doing a different game today with the Bears on the bye week. According to your responses in the YouTube community poll, it's going to be Vikings and Lions right here on Sports Talk Chicago. Two battles of NFC North divisional opponents. A lot of you know these teams. Obviously, the Bears do. So we're going to have a good time today bringing you this one. John Meadows directing and producing here from the beautiful BPOD TV studios in Chicagoland. This is Sports Talk Chicago. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment, and make sure you support our sponsors, Amish Country Farms, located in Orland Park, Illinois, for the best Amish food with Imports Weekly. Support our exclusive sponsor, Amish Country Farms. It is great to have all of you here. Minnesota and Detroit on the Bears bye week. We're going to have the Bears game next week, but with the Bears being off, we're decided to do something a little bit different. See how many of you decide to come in and join us for a non-Bears game. We'll have some fun. We could talk Bears, of course. Any questions you have about the Bears, we will answer during the broadcast, but we're going to bring you the Lions and the Vikings game here today. And it's great to have you all here with us. A lot of you are already tuning in right now, and more of you, I'm sure, will continue to come in as this continues to keep going. I'm going to share this out. You can all follow me on Twitter at Jon Z Sports if you'd like as well. We're going to make sure we put this out there and shout this out right now. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook to call today's One Pride game. We will be live tweeting during the game as well, giving you some Vikings and Lions opinions, so this should be fun. Hey, Enzo, who you got, John? What's your pick? I think the Lions are going to pull off the upset. I agree with you, Enzo. That is my pick officially. I know I didn't really put out a pick before this game because it isn't a Bears game, but the Lions are actually favored -2 as far as Vegas goes. I think the Lions win this game. They keep their playoff hopes alive. They will improve to 6-7, and they'll deal the Vikings a tough blow. The Vikings, by the way, have a point differential this season of +10. They've won 10 games this year, and their point differential is +10. So they're winning tons of close games. They're winning games they probably shouldn't be winning. I think their luck runs out here today, and it's going to be a Lions win, a Lions stunning defeat. Or Lions stunning win, rather, a Vikings stunning defeat. So it should be really fun to watch. And I think we're going to have a good time on the stream today. Jared Goff and Kirk Cousins, I think it's just going to be a great game. And I'm happy, really happy you're all here with us. We're going to be tweeting this out and getting this out there to everybody on social media. We are live, and it's great to have all of you here with us. Live for today's game. Game hasn't started yet, obviously. Came out a little bit early just to say hello, interact with everybody. But this one should be a fun one. I think it's going to be great. Make sure we put this out. We're live. We're live for today's Lions and Vikings game. Click on the link below to tune in. Let's get that link. Grab that YouTube link. All right. You can ask me any question. I will respond as well. It doesn't have to be Lions or Vikings questions. Bears questions, of course, welcome. And we are going to be doing this Lions and Vikings game here momentarily once the game gets started. I see one here from Brandon. Jay Cutler or Mitch Trubisky, who will have the better legacy? Well, I think it's just going to be Jay Cutler there. Jay Cutler played longer in a Bears uniform. Jay Cutler put up more totals in a Bears uniform and did lead the Bears to an NFC Championship game, something Mitch Trubisky did not do. I would say Jay Cutler is a better legacy, but I will say this, and I'll preface this. Mitch Trubisky is the highest rated passer in Bears history. Just saying. But I would say Jake Cutler with a better legacy. Great question, Brandon, though. I appreciate it. So we are ready to go. It's going to be Kenny Albert on the Fox broadcast, but if you're here, you're listening to me, and we're going to have a good game today here on Sports Talk Chicago. You can follow us on Twitch at Sports Talk Chicago. We're also streaming on Facebook at Jon Zaghloul, my name. And then, of course, right here on YouTube. Having all of you here with us. We're going to have a good game today. You know it. You know we're going to have fun today. It's going to be a great time. Support. Going to support our sponsor as well. Make sure you help out Amish Country Farms. Going to pin that in our live chat feed. Pin the message there. Support our sponsor. It's great to have you all here with us today. All right. Straighten out the football. Okay. Game will start momentarily. We will do today's broadcast again. Jon Zaghloul here with you. John Meadows directing and producing. It is great to have you all here with us. A little bit of a team preview for both teams. Vikings obviously 10-2, killing it under first-year coach Kevin O'Connell, but that point differential only a +10. They've won a lot of close games and probably won some games they shouldn't have won. They won last week against the Jets 27-22. They won 2 in a row. Last loss was to the Cowboys. They lost 40-3 in that game. Dalvin Cook killing it as usual. Madison behind him. And Kirk Cousins actually having one of his worst years statistically with the Vikings. But for some reason, they're winning with them. Lions so far 5-7. Second in the week. NFC North. Bears are last, obviously. Lions won last week against Jacksonville 40-14. They almost beat Buffalo but lost 28-25 the week before. So far this season, Jared Goff putting up respectable numbers. 19 touchdowns, 7 picks, and 95 passer rating. Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift lead the way rushing. And Amon-Ra St. Brown, the brother of EQ St. Brown on the Bears, lead the way in receiving. Damian Durant, 9-9 forever. I feel Lions could win. They have a decent team. They really do. And remember, Damian, they are favored by Vegas at a -2. They're 2-point favorites here entering this game. I could totally see the Lions pulling it out, and that is my official prediction. Enzo kind of put me on the spot, and that's fine. I didn't put out a prediction. I'm going to say Lions win. Don't know the score. I guess I could pick one off the top of my head. I'm going to say 28-24 Lions win. That's my take. 28-24 Lions win this game. And if I'm wrong, so be it. Not a Bears game, but a good game nonetheless between two NFC North foes, and obviously something in a game that a lot of Bears fans will probably be keeping tabs on and watching here today. So we decided, let's do it. Let's stream it. Put out a poll. I gave you guys the choice of Bengals Browns or Lions Vikings. Overwhelming majority of you said, let's do Lions Vikings. So here we are doing the game today. And it's great to have all of you here with us. Got 9 of you here right now. Game has not started yet. Just about ready to kick things off. You can follow us again. We're live on Twitch, live on Facebook, and live on YouTube for this one. Derek Smith, Oneness King, go Bears. Jamie, bear down. Jamie, great to see you. Enzo, Jamison Williams is the first-round pick for the Lions. Hopefully he'll get more looks. He is very good. Jamison Williams just activated last week, was not used too much. Learning the offense, first-round pick, new guy. Good to see him play. Allen, great to see you. Vikings defense, last in the league. Take a look. Yeah, one of the last at least. I mean, according to points given up per game, they're 22nd in the NFL. So not a good defense. And Detroit's defense is 32nd in the NFL. according to points given up. So this should be a high offense game, and I really think it's going to go down to the wire. Don, Detroit versus every damn body, period. Derek, Vikings need to win this game. I would say yes. Detroit probably needs it more than the Vikings, though, for their playoff hopes. If they can improve to 6-7, they are officially really still in it in the NFC wildcard race. I'd love to see Detroit make the playoffs. That's just me. The Bears are certainly going to be out of it, so at that point, it'd be nice to see Detroit team with, lots of issues over the years to overcome that, to make a run at the playoffs. It'd be super fun and good for the fan base over there, too. Remember, guys, you could follow me on Twitter at Jon Z Sports. You could hang with us on Twitch, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Subscribe to the page, and feel free to drop us a like and a comment if you'd like. Tell us who you think is going to win this game. On the road to 20,000 subscribers, and the more likes we get, the better it'll be for the algorithm for the entirety of this live stream. So feel free to hit that like button and stay with us throughout the game. Jamie, I hope Detroit wins. Derek, I'm glad you said that about the Chicago Bears. Detroit Lions should win this game, but I like the Vikings. Okay, Derek, fair. So, some key inactives for the Vikings. Harrison Smith, their safety, out with a neck injury. Christian Darrisaw, also a concussion, one of their tackles. Alrighty, so Vikings and Lions kickoff about to commence. Dan Campbell, second year as a Lions head coach, 8-20-1 his record. Vikings will kick things off here to start. Lions back to receive. It is Justin Jackson, the running back. Takes it from the goal line. Jackson past the 10 to the 15, 20, and he's taken down pretty hard at the 20-yard line. Good tackle by the Vikings, and that's where Detroit will start this drive. Jared Goff coming out for the Lions. I was one of the many who doubted Goff. When he was traded, I thought his career would be over, but sure enough, he's done a very serviceable job for Detroit, especially this season. I'll take a 95 passer rating all day long, 20 touchdowns, 9 picks, having a better statistical season than many quarterbacks in the NFL today. From the 21, it's 1st and 10. Handoff, gain of about 2, and that starts things off for Detroit. On the carry there was Jamal Williams. Williams, the leading rusher for this Detroit team. 769 yards and 14 touchdowns for Williams so far this season. He is having a monster year in Detroit. 2nd down and 9, officially a gain of 1. Receiver in motion. Take the handoff, Goff in trouble. Quick pass, this one incomplete. Trying to check it down to Williams. Going to be 3rd down and 9 to come, so quickly a 3rd down situation for Detroit. Vikings last in the NFL in passing defense, 21st in points given up. So overall defense, they're 21st. Not a good defensive team. That's why a lot of their games have been close. So it's a 3rd down and 9 for Detroit. First drive of the game, and Goff is out of the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set and a running back in on this play. Goff on 3rd and 9, moving, in trouble, and he will throw this one incomplete. It was batted down near the line of scrimmage, and Detroit, after 3 quick plays, will have to punt. So only 1 yard gain for Detroit on their first drive. Going to be good field position here for the Vikings after the punt. Goff under immense pressure, was in trouble, and that ball actually hit off one of his teammates' helmets. He threw it up a lineman's helmet off his center, Jackson. So fortunately, that ball was not picked. So here comes the punt. Fox to do the honors. And this one will be taken at the 15-yard line by the Vikings. A good punt by Fox and a good juke by the return man. Gets down around the 22. So not much of a gain there for the Vikings. Actually, not the best field position either. Good punt by Fox, and here comes Kirk Cousins. Captain Kirk coming on out. Mentioned before the game, one of his worst ever statistical seasons with Minnesota, but yet for some reason, it's this year in which they're really winning. Cousins on the year, still not bad, but not up to par usually. 18 touchdowns, 9 picks, and an 88 passer rating. First down and 10 for Cousins. Three-wide receiver set. Thielen in motion. Cousins makes the pass, hands it off to Dalvin Cook, right up the middle, barrels through for 4 yards. Dalvin Cook doing a good job so far this season as the leading rusher for Minnesota. 927 yards, averaging 4.7 yards per carry. Also 157 receiving yards on this year. Eric, watch out for Kirk Cousins. He may have a big game today, and hopefully he will. Not his best statistical year, but still a dangerous QB. 2nd and 7. Cousins takes the handoff in trouble quickly, throws it. This one caught, first down and more. That is Hockenson on the catch, and he gains enough for the first down. T.J. Hockenson got open. Cousins was in plenty of trouble, got rid of it, and he was there to get the first down. Drive will continue. Out of the shotgun is Cousins, first down and 10. Cousins, quick pass, this one caught. Hockenson again, gain of 5. Vikings will win. He's a beast. Hockenson already 2 catches on the day. The 2 completions on the day for Cousins are to Hockenson. And you'd have to think he's only going to have more targets as this one moves forward. Lions defense, the worst in the NFL in points given up per game. They're going to have their hands full today against this Vikings offense. Cousins on a 2nd and 4. Quick pitch. This is Cook. He gets nowhere. Loss of 2. Great job by the Lions defense. Hutchinson on the tackle. Kirk Cousins is going to get them, says Derek. We're live and we're here. Good morning, Bears fans. Good morning, John. Bear down. Hey, Junior. Thank you for being here. Bear down. Good morning to you. Junior out on the West Coast joining us today watching this Lions and Vikings game. 3rd and 6 for Minnesota. Cousins out of the shotgun. 3rd and 6. Throws quickly. This one is incomplete. Intended target was Hockenson. Broken up by Board on the Lions. David, happy Monday morning. Jay Boogaloo, happy Sunday, John. You're a good man to be catering to our neighbors today. Hey, Jay Boogaloo, thank you for the donation, man. Very, very kind of you. And, hey, you know, this is all because of you guys. I put out that poll. Everybody wanted me to do the game despite the bye week, and I gave you some options. You guys picked Vikings and Lions, so that's what we're going to do today. But really appreciative for your donation. Thank you for being here. It's great to see you. Great to see everybody here. The usuals, the regulars here with me on a non-Bears day. You guys are the real fans here. 4th and 6. Here's the punt from Minnesota. Flag on the play. Fair catch at the 16-yard line for the Lions, but let's see what this flag's about. We have Goff waiting on the sideline. What is the penalty is the question. Official talking it over with Kevin O'Connell for the Vikings, and it looks like this might be a Detroit penalty. O'Connell doesn't look mad. He looks pretty happy. Let's see what this is all about. Offsides on the receiving team. They're going to repeat 4th down. So the Lions were offsides in that play, but because it was more than 5 yards, it's still going to be a 4th down situation. Could have been a costly penalty It's going to be 4th and 11 now officially, and the Vikings will repunt. So Vikings will punt once more. This is going to be Ryan Wright. Wright is on the punt. It's going to be a 4th down and 1. And hold on a minute. So, whoa. They're actually going to go for it on 4th down. Vikings will go for it on 4th down after the penalty. They're near midfield. They need 1 yard. Cousins out of the shotgun. 11:25 to go here in the first quarter. Handoff Dalvin Cook, and he does not get it. He's short. He is very short. So the Lions defense, after a costly mistake, stops Minnesota. They get the ball near midfield. That was shocking. A big stop for Detroit. Here comes Jared Goff and the Lions. Great field position. After that stop, the Vikings rolled the dice rather. They didn't get anywhere. Going to break for a second there, and it will be Lions football. Guys, feel free to comment. Tell me who you think is going to win this game. I said before this one Lions. Enzo asked me, and I think Lions are going to win this one 28-24. But feel free to comment. Let me know. Appreciate all of you being here. Tons of Bears fans in the chat and in the building watching this game with us, hanging out. Junior, David, all the way out in Australia, joining us, probably on his way to work, right, David? Happy Monday morning. Jay Boogaloo, we really appreciate the donation. Derek Smith is here. Jamie's here. Alan is here as well. Alan, you're out in Quincy, right? Alan here with us. So everybody from all over joining us like it's a regular week. And it's great to see all of you here on a bye week watching some non-Bears football, hanging out with us, having a good time. Alan, Lions will win. David, you say Vikings. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to see how this one goes. Got 33 of you already here with us on YouTube. A couple of you also here on Facebook and Twitch. Yep, Alan, way out in Quincy, Illinois, joining us for today's game. By the way, a good opportunity to plug the program too. Sports Talk Chicago had a couple of great interviews this past week. Billy Wagner on the Baseball Hall of Fame ballot for the 8th year. He's not in yet. We had an exclusive interview with him. It got picked up in the New York Post. We put that up on our community page. You could click on that link and read the article that came with it. Also, Len Casper, the White Sox radio voice, formerly the Cubs radio voice, he came on this past week as well. So if you missed those interviews, you should go back and check them out. Minnesota will win. Lions will compete. Collins K85 with us. Thank you, Collins. Yeah, could be the case too. I think it's going to be a close game for sure. Will not be a blowout in my opinion. Working on guests for this upcoming week. Should be getting Tom Verducci on from MLB Network and Sports Illustrated to talk about the Baseball Hall of Fame, his ballot, and all these big MLB moves we're seeing. Going to try and get one more guest as well for you guys this week. Lions with the football, going to be first down and 10. They're already in Viking territory at the 46-yard line. Handoff, it's Williams moving the pile up the middle. Gets all the way up to the 41. 5-yard gain. We'll see where forward progress spots him. Going to be second down and 5. 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Minnesota should win. Depends on good Kirk versus bad Kirk. Chris, Lions could steal this game if Cousins gives them any opportunities via mistakes. Aaron, Packers really dropped the ball by letting go Williams. Williams this season, 14 rushing touchdowns so far. Second and 5. Goff banks the handoff. Goff going to go deep downfield. Goff near the end zone, wide open. Touchdown, Williams. Broken coverage, and the Lions strike first. It's 6-0. Jamison Williams was wide open. Nobody there downfield. A big touchdown for Detroit. What a breakdown in coverage by Minnesota. And what happened here? Nobody picked up Williams downfield. Should have been the safety, and instead he was wide open for the touchdown. Enzo called it right. Wade Jamison, first TD for the rookie when healthy. Jamison Williams, the rookie, just came back off the IR last week. First round pick, big catch, big touchdown to start this game. PAT's up and in at 7-0. Wow. Patrick, good morning, Sports Talk Chicago from Alaska. It's a bye week, so I slept in. Vikings to win this handily, in my humble opinion. Lions are looking like a playoff team. Yes, they are. That was a great start to this game for Detroit. 7-0. And it's Williams, the rookie, going deep. My brother really follows the draft closely. He told me about Williams 2 weeks ago. And he told me, watch out when they activate Williams. And sure enough, right there, right away, big touchdown. Now, look, granted, he was wide open, but still. Good route, got through coverage, found a way to get some space and go all the way. Huge. So it's 7-0. Again, long way to go. This feels like a Bears game, I have to say this, but long way to go for the Lions. They have blown so many games this season. They've won games too, but they've blown games. So waiting to see how this one will play out moving forward. But a very encouraging start and a good job by Williams to get wide open and go downfield for the touchdown. Detroit averaging 26 points per game. They're sixth in all the NFL in points per game offensively. Their offense has been clicking on all cylinders, and when you have Jared Goff actually being serviceable at QB, and he's not with Sean McVay, that's praise to the Lions and a big sign that their offense is very good. Chris, wide receiver draft class of 2023 is some depth value, but no real top-tier ready-to-go talent. Bears should trade down in the mass capital for more swings at the at-bat. Lions to finish the season second in the division. Never thought I would see it. Me neither. Did not expect that this year. But, you know, the Lions could very much even make the playoffs if they win out. That's the exciting part. Man, Super Bowl pick, I don't know. Going to be hard. Let's see. I mean, in the NFC, I'm going to go with the Eagles for now. I don't believe in Minnesota enough to win big games, especially with Kirk Cousins. Eagles have a more complete team with Hurts. I would say maybe Eagles and Bills. It's my pick as of today. Kick will go through the back of the end zone. Minnesota starts at their own 25. But, I don't know. I do know this, though. We do plan on streaming that game. So I will tell you that. So if you're looking around, thinking about what you're going to do, making Super Bowl plans already, about 2 months or less out, remember, we're going to stream that game live and do what we're doing right now. So I would hope you join us for the Super Bowl and hang out with us throughout the entire game. That one should be a fun broadcast. Thank you, Aaron. I'll be there for it all. So it's going to be from their own 25 to start. Vikings. First down and 10. Kirk Cousins back to pass, throws, and caught for a first down. Quick catch. That moves the chains immediately. Gain of 11 on that pass. Justin Jefferson on the catch. Cousins so far today, 3 of 4, 32 yards, doing much better than Goff statistically speaking, but no points to show for it yet. Not 55 to go in the first quarter. First down and 10 for Cousins and the Vikings. Dalvin Cook alone in the backfield here. Cousins calls out an audible. 1 second on the play clock. Vikings barely get it off in time. Here is Cook up the middle. Gains about 5 before being taken down. Jared, how impressive was the TD pass? I missed it. I mean, it was broken coverage. Williams was wide open downfield, so Goff really didn't have any trouble finding him. But still a nice play and a big encouraging situation for Williams, who just came off the IR last week. Second down and 5, 5-yard gain on that run for Cook. Hockenson in motion. Hand off to Cook up the middle, and Cook is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by the Vikings defense. Second time already in this game they've done it to Cook. Tackle for a loss there attributed to Hughes for Detroit. Eagles straight up. Patrick, I like it. Eagles are a great team. Just very complete. By the way, I did hear that Robert Quinn on the IR. So for anybody who was still clamoring for Robert Quinn to be with Chicago, I think that turned out to be a great trade for the Bears. Quinn is on the IR. He may come back for the playoffs, but nothing is definite there. Third down and 7. Cousins out of the shotgun. Jefferson in motion. The blitz from Detroit. Cousins in trouble. Cousins avoiding the pressure. He's taken down. Big sack for the Lions. And a flag on the play. Kaminsky with the sack. But now let's see what this flag's about. Could have been a face mask is what I'm thinking. Let's take a look. Yeah, that might be a face mask. Yeah, that's a face mask. You know, you saw it from a distance during the play, but I didn't know for sure. But, I mean, that's clearly a face mask. And let's see what this penalty is. Holding on Detroit, they called it. Okay. Automatic first down still for the Vikings, so instead of a chance for Detroit to get the ball back, it's going to be Vikings football. First down and 10. Cook in the backfield alone. He will take this carry on first down. Cook up the middle. Gets just past midfield. Chris, best case scenario for the rest of this season for the Bears, lose out the string 4 more games, but Fields in the offense plays well. We can see what we have in Harry, Leatherwood, and others, definitely. And Patrick, it'll be a different world by the time the Super Bowl comes around. Just saying. You're right, Patrick. Second down and 5. It's Cousins. Screen to Cook, who gains and gets a first down and a lot more. A lot of yards after that catch. Going to be first down and 10, about 7 to go. Eagles, Giants look in, and the Eagles score a touchdown. They're up 7-0. Miles Sanders, could he be a Bear next year? Just kidding. But he will be a free agent. Sanders with the rushing touchdown. It's 7-0. Eagles on top out on the East Coast. Penalties will hurt you. I'm very much looking forward to next week's game for the Bears. First and 10 for Minnesota from the 36. Cousins on the rollout. Quick pass. This one is caught. That's Jefferson who gets the first down and much more. Out of bounds near the 20-yard line. And another big gain for Jefferson and Minnesota. Be Wicked just stopped in to like the video and say what's up, guys. Hosting a Steelers get-together today. Thank you, Be Wicked, for being here and for dropping the like. First down and 10. Vikings near the red zone from the 22 officially. Hockenson in motion. Cousins back to pass. In trouble. Throws across the middle. This one is caught. Big catch. 9-yard gain. Nearly a first down. C.J. Ham, the fullback, with a reception. And it's going to be second down and 1 for Minnesota. .5:30 to go, first quarter. Detroit up 7-0 so far. Here are the Vikings from the 12-yard line. Handoff, it's Dalvin Cook up the middle, moving forward. He gets the first down with forward progress near the 10-yard line. Move the chains, going to be a first down. Big thank you to all of you watching with us. A lot of you actually on Facebook with us too. We appreciate that. 40 of you here with us on YouTube. Vikings so far 9 plays and 64 yards on this drive. First down and 10 out of the shotgun. A quick pitch, end around, and not much of a gain there for the Vikings. And now a flag after the play. The run there was by Osborne, number 17, the wide receiver, but he was hit as he went out of bounds, and that'll probably be an automatic first down. Thumper LQ, let's skol. Thumper, great to see you. Assuming you're a Vikings fan, appreciate you checking out the channel. So a late hit. Oh, a head-to-head hit too, actually. That is going to be a specific penalty there. Not looking good. So first and goal now after the penalty. Stupid penalty by Detroit. And with 4:20 to go, it's going to be Vikings football inside the red zone. First and goal from the 4-yard line. Cousins fakes the handoff. Looking to the corner of the end zone. Now throws it out of bounds. Thielen really looking for a flag. Now he gets it late. Was that ball even catchable, though? Take a look here now. Thielen walking back. The flag thrown. I don't think that was a catchable football, but it looks like the penalty may exist and stay on the board. Okudah in coverage committed the penalty. Pass interference on Okudah, who's now on the bench. He's not happy. Going to be first down and goal from the 1-yard line for Minnesota. Vikings a chance to tie this one back up. From the 1. I formation for Minnesota. A pitch to Cook. Cook try to go to the outside, and he is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. And it's 7-6. A big touchdown for Dalvin Cook. So 7-6 ball game, and a nice pitch and run by Cook, who juked out a defender and walked in barely touched. How on for the PAT for Minnesota? PAT is up barely good. Oh, nearly. But it got in. Some free agent wide receivers from Jared. Taking a look at that list now. There is not much to choose from. Nelson Aguilar, Sterling Shepard maybe, DJ Chark, Randall Cobb. Marvin Jones will be back out there. Julio Jones, who's going to be 34 years old. Juju Smith-Schuster will be a free agent. A.J. Green as well. So there are some guys, but I would not give any of these guys more than a 2-year deal, I would say, Jared. Jasper J. Williams is a stud. He'll be a thorn on the Bears side, too. Thumper LQ, let's go. Thumper, you're going to enjoy this broadcast, I can tell you. So, it is 7-7, officially tied up. Did not take Minnesota too long to answer back, and I feel like this is how the game's going to go for most of the time. It's going to be a back and forth one at the very end. Both defenses not too good, but both offenses very good. So it'll be interesting to see how this game progresses and how it ends up going. Remember, if you're just tuning in, feel free to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and set up notifications so you don't miss anything. We talk Chicago Bears, talk NFL news here. We have interviews with special guests. This past week, Billy Wagner on the Baseball Hall of Fame ballot, and Len Casper, the former voice of the Cubs and the current voice of the Chicago White Sox, working on some guests for this week, too, including Tom Berducci, MLB Network analyst, who is a Baseball Hall of Fame vote. We're going to talk with him about who he will vote for and his take on the craziness that involves MLB free agency so far. Anyone see Xander Bogaerts, 11 years, $280 million to the Padres. Cubs were targeting him. Great move, by the way. Jared, Juju and Claypool reunion. Could be very much possible. Could the Bears afford and could they, or do they want to spend the money on Juju Smith-Schuster? Certainly within the realm of possibility there. Got a lot of you here with us on Facebook. 8 of you here on Facebook. That's like a new high for concurrent viewers. We appreciate it, guys. And a lot of you here with us on YouTube as well. It's going to be fun to do the rest of this game, so we will stay with you throughout. There are no breaks here. We're going to be here with you throughout the rest of this game, and if there's some bonus coverage, we will finish up that game as well. We did last week and the week before, too. Last week, down to the wire, game ended in a tie. Graham Gano tried to attempt a field goal for the win. He was short, and the game was a tie, and it was over. We did that after the Bears game last week. 2 weeks ago, we watched the Browns walk it off. Nick Chubb run in for a touchdown. Yep, Jared, so you bet $12 and made $1,200 last week, and now you're telling me you got a $20 bet on Steelers and Jaguars tie this week. You heard it here first. Well, Jared, could you strike it rich twice? Going to have to see how that one goes, too. I know B. Wickett said he's doing a Steelers party, so as this game moves forward, we will do our best. Oh, Jags and Titans got you, so we will do our best to kind of monitor that game on the side as well. Steelers getting manhandled at the moment. First down and 10, and here is Goff out of the shotgun. Swift lines up as a wide receiver. Quick pass and caught. Nice gain there. That is Amon-Ra St. Brown, the good St. Brown for the Lions. Nice gain. Going to be second down. E.Q. St. Brown's the one that's a scrub, according to Jair Alexander. Not my words, but his. Second down and 4, 6-yard gain on that pass. Jared Goff, 1 of 3 today, 41 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Goff out of the shotgun, 2nd and 4. Handoff, not much doing there. That was Swift, but a flag on the play. Thumper LQ, a West Coast Vikings fan. That is nice. How did you become a Vikings fan all the way on the West Coast? That's what I want to know. You can feel free to comment. We'll read that story here, too. Flag on the play, holding on the Lions. That's going to push them back a bit. 10-0 Ravens. So Ravens on top of the Steelers as well. B. Wicked, thank you for the update in the chat. B. Wicked, if Mitch Trubisky was playing for the Steelers, I would have done that game. Not kidding. But with him being benched, I thought, you know what, this game would be better for our viewers. Lions already with 5 penalties for 26 yards. Second down and 14. It's Goff out of the shotgun. Goff back to pass. Quick pass, it's a screen. Caught by Swift. Swift trying to avoid tacklers, but he only gains 1 yard at most. No blocking on that screen, and not much doing there for Detroit. Going to be 3rd down and long. So 3rd and long right now. Can Detroit keep their drive alive? Third down and 13. Goff out of the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set. Goff back to pass. In trouble, Goff is going to run. Goff running, trying to get the first down. He is hit hard, did not get the first down, and there's a flag after the play. You knew that flag was coming based on how hard he was hit. And this might be an automatic first down after that hit on Goff. Goff did become a runner on that play, but he did not get enough for the first down initially. Hit hard by Sullivan as he decided to dive. Sullivan hit him well. I mean, did hit him in the shoulder, not the head, but you know you're going to get that penalty called. Let's see. Yep. Personal foul, and that's going to be a first down. Don't know if I fully agree with that call. On camera in real time, it looked hard, but if you look on the replay, it was just a hit in the shoulder pad. So Jared Goff and the Lions getting a nice break there. Thumper LQ, Uncle got me a jacket when I was 5 years old and I just stayed loyal. Love that story, Thumper. So a West Coast Vikings fan. On a first down and 10 here, a run, but not much doing. That is Jackson on the carry. He gains minimal yardage. That's pretty cool, Thumper. So all the way out on the West Coast, you're a huge Vikings fan, and you started when you were 5 years old when your uncle got you a jacket. I love that story. Loyal ever since. That's what these teams need. Too many guys jumping around. Bears fans are extremely loyal, no matter how bad they've been. So Bears are going to be good next year. You heard it from a Vikings West Coast fan, guys. Bears are going to be good, and I believe that too. 2nd and 9. It's go up out of the shotgun. Quick pass. This one is dropped. Should have been caught. Intended target Swift, and he could not hold on to the football. Going to be 3rd down and 9. So a tough blow there for the Lions. Would not have been a first down, but could have been some significant yardage, and Swift just could not hold on to it. Well, 3rd down and 9 to come for Detroit. Goff makes the handoff. Quick pass, this one caught, but will it be enough for the first down? Stumbling and trying to get there was the receiver, and it looks like they're going to spot him there. Catch was made by DJ Shark, and it looks like he might have gotten enough. Shark was hit, but he stumbled forward after being hit, and it looks like he got enough for that first down. Never hit the ground. His butt hit the ground right at the first down marker. Great play. Trubisky is playing. John Pickett is injured. Of course he is, and we're not doing that game. 1st down and 10. Here is Goff. Goff trying to avoid pressure. He will throw this one away. Could be intentional grounding. We're going to have to take a look. Officials talking it over, but no flag thrown. Bears fans are the most loyal and most realistic, unlike Cowboys fans. Can't stand a Cowboys fan. Well, Be Wicked, please give updates as you monitor the situation out in Pittsburgh. So Pickett got hurt, and my guy Mitch Trubisky's back in that game. Second down and 10, 7 plays, 30 yards right now. On this current drive for Detroit, it's Goff out of the shotgun. Detroit from the Minnesota 45. Goff back to pass, fields the pressure, and a quick pass. This one's caught. Check down for a gain of about 5. 3rd down to come. 45 seconds to go in this first quarter. Goff 5 of 9, 61 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Good game for him so far. Goff out of the shotgun. 3rd and 6. Back to pass. And no, it's going to be a handoff instead. And not much doing there. Don't like that play call. Jackson on the run did not get much. 4th down to come. Let's see what Detroit does. Michael, great to see you as well. Thank you for being here. A non-Bears game, and a lot of you have chosen to tune in. We really appreciate it. Well, it's going to be 4th down and short when we come back. 7-7 after 1. Lions and Vikings all knotted up. We got word from Be Wicked that Mitch Trubisky is playing for the Steelers right now. So we will also monitor that game. Right now it's 10-0. Ravens on top in that one. But Pickett apparently got hurt. And I just mentioned it's so funny. Trubisky's throwing bombs, looking great right now, driving down the field. Bills and Jets still at 0-0. It's funny because I just mentioned, I told Be Wicked, had Mitch Trubisky still been the starting quarterback, we probably would have picked that game to stream. But, you know, would have been of interest, I'm sure, to Bears fans and to me. But instead, because Mitch was not scheduled to play, we asked you guys and we did a vote. And a lot of you wanted to see this game, so this is what we're doing today, Vikings and Lions. And we're glad to have all of you here with us. But we will keep tabs on that game. Trubisky, 2 of 3 so far for 56 yards. Be Wicked, you weren't kidding. Jay Boogaloo, I'm rooting for Trubisky. Nagy threw him to the wolves. Exactly. I will always root for Trubisky. So Roquan Smith hurt Kenny Pickett. Wow. Stephen, hi John, hope you're doing well. Thanks for the play-by-play. I'm a Bears fan and hope the Lions beat the Vikings. The Lions are getting better and the Vikings are inconsistent. This game could go either way. And talked about before the game that right now the Lions are favored by Vegas at a -2. They're -2-point favorites here entering this one. End of the first quarter, it is 7-7 Minnesota and Detroit. Second quarter about to get underway. Remember, you can help us out, like the video, subscribe to the channel, set up notifications. You can comment in the live chat. We are live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And support our sponsor, Amish Country Farms, for the best and most fresh Amish food from northern Indiana with imports weekly. Head on over to Amish Country Farms in Orland Park. Tell them Sports Talk Chicago sent you. They're going to take real good care of you. Steelers score 10-7. Great drive. I'm going to tweet about that, by the way. Mitch Trubisky is still a competent QB. Gonna tweet that out real quick. I'm sure people will get triggered by that. So, 4th down and 4, and the Lions will go for it to start off this second quarter. Lions need 4 yards to gain. Goff out of the shotgun, bounce to pass. Goff in trouble, pocket collapsing, throws across the middle. This one nearly intercepted, but it's incomplete. Pass broken up by the Vikings defense. And the Lions turn it over on downs. It was supposed to be intended for Shark and nearly intercepted by Dantzler. So 1st down and 10 for Minnesota. Big stop there. .56 to go. Kirk Cousins having a great game statistically, but it's still 7-7. He's 7 of 8 for 72 yards. There's a handoff to Cook. Cook breaks to the outside, gains about 2. Not much doing there. Good tackle by the Lions. Good job in coverage. I thought Mitch was going to take over the starting job. It's just not the way it happened. I agree. I lost a lot of respect for Mike Tomlin. I feel like he pulled Mitch too early and caved to public opinion instead of caving to the truth out there in Pittsburgh, and then they wonder why they're not doing so well. That's just me. I think they could have stuck with Mitch and been just fine, but, again, everybody begging and screaming for Kenny Pickett. They got their wish, and now Pittsburgh's nowhere near the playoffs. Cousins out of the shotgun, 2nd and 7. Quick pass, this one caught. First down and more. Osborne with the reception. I was hoping Mitch would have been allowed to play the entire season. Me too, be wicked. That was my thought process with that. Mike Tomlin said as much before the year. He said, we planned on playing Mitch for the entire year, but obviously that didn't happen. Cousins 8 of 9 for 81 yards. It's 1st and 10 for Minnesota. From the 49 of Detroit. Take the handoff, Cousins. Thinking about going deep downfield, going to go deep near the end zone. It is incomplete. Adam Thielen, the intended target, nearly a touchdown. Jay Boogaloo, I'll always root for Baker too, and I'm with you on that. I will always root for Baker Mayfield myself. I feel the exact same way. He had a great game there in L.A., learning on the fly, kind of came in 2 days before, led them to a win. More of an indictment on the Raiders and Josh McDaniels, who should be fired, but also a great job by Baker to pull something off out of thin air. 2nd down and 10. And a penalty. Probably a false start on Minnesota. O'Connell not happy, and it is indeed a false start, moving back 5 yards, 2nd and 15. I was happy to see Baker win on Rams Thursday. Don't tell anyone I said that. Yeah, a lot of Baker is such a divisive figure. At the end of the day, I think he was wrongfully escorted out of Cleveland. So that's my whole take with that. And I thought he was a very competent QB, much like Mitch Trubisky was with the Bears. So 2nd down and 15 after the penalty. Cousins is 8 of 10 for 81 yards, 13:27 to go in the second quarter. The Vikings trying to score once more. They are near Lions territory. They were in Lions territory. 2nd and 15, it's Cousins out of the shotgun. Back to pass, quick pass, this one caught. Back into Vikings territory. Catch made there by Justin Jefferson. Third and 9. Cousins out of the shotgun, 4 wide receivers set. Cousins in trouble, gonna throw. This one is dropped. Hockenson had it, he dropped it. Would have been an easy first down. A big and crucial drop by TJ Hockenson. He would have caught it. He would have stayed in bounds. Would have been a first down. Could not hold on to the football. That is a tough drop from Minnesota. That's going to force a punt. 4th and 9. And here comes the punt from Minnesota. Good punt. And this will be fair caught at the 12 or 13 yard line. That's where Detroit will start their drive. So an update on Kenny Pickett from B. Wiki. He's in concussion protocol, so this should be Mitch Trubisky's game the rest of the way. He's facing off against Huntley of Baltimore, but hopefully that's a game that he could win. Baker should be the starting QB for the Rams. Stafford's turning 33, I think. Yeah, Stafford has had like 3 back surgeries. He has a neck injury. I mean, the problem is they've committed so much to Stafford. They traded away so much to get him to this Lions team. I really think of this as Baker just auditioning for any team to play with next year. He could certainly, though, stay with LA. I think that'd be a nice move, but we don't know yet. I think more than anything, though, it's going to be an audition for Baker to show that he is still capable of playing at the NFL level.
He's always been capable. I mean, Browns did it dirty.
I agree. We got John Meadows telling me the same thing. He's always been capable. Browns did him dirty, and that's true. They really did. I mean, Baker had, 28 touchdowns and 8 picks in 2020, and apparently that wasn't good enough for the Browns. It led them to a playoff appearance, but still wasn't good enough. I'm all with you on that. Baker was much like Mitch Trubisky, a very similar story and arc between both of them. And in both cases, they were wrongfully treated and wrongfully shipped out of their respective towns. Exactly, Michael. Baker played hurt. And, so what's he supposed to do is my thing, right? So he played hurt. I would say that that's very honorable. Then if he didn't play, everyone would say he's a baby. And he's, taking too much time on media. He's a crybaby. Baker was screwed either way out there in Cleveland. And obviously by this whole Deshaun Watson saga, Cleveland was already looking for somebody else to come in and replace Baker. They already were. They got their guy. But, the way he was treated then, he goes down to Carolina, has a coaching change midseason. Steve Wilkes is not a good quarterbacks guy. He screwed Josh Rosen out in Arizona and was doing it again out there in Carolina. There's so many different factors that go along with Baker Mayfield's career to the point where you can't just say he's a bad QB, he's a bust. When you look at his career, look at who he's played for and the situations he's been in, they've never been great. First down and 10, and Detroit will start from their own 13. I formation. And a handoff. This is Williams with a nice gain past the 20 up to the 22-yard line. Jamal Williams, the former Packer, wreaking havoc on any team this year. 14 touchdowns entering play today. And on pace to get 1,000-plus rushing yards on the season. Second down and 3, 7-yard gain on that play. 12:19 to go in the second quarter. It is Goff out of the shotgun. Goff, back to pass, quick pass. This one caught, wide receiver screen, first down and much more. And a nice executed screen. That pass caught by Josh Reynolds, the wide receiver, for a first down. First and 10. Goff fakes the handoff. Going to go deep. Pass is caught. First down and more. And a nice play. Reynolds again with the reception. Moving the chains, and here comes Detroit. Not his fault he was drafted number 1. The Browns made that choice. It's the same with Mitch Trubisky. Not his fault he was drafted number 2. The Bears made that choice and traded up to get him. And I think in both guys are Pro Bowlers. Both guys had good seasons. Both guys helped out teams when they needed them. I think they were wrongfully mistreated, or wrongfully treated, I should say. So here we go. It is Lions football, first down and 10 from the 42, nearly at midfield. 11 minutes to go. It is Goff on the pass. Quick one. That one's caught. Close to the midfield. It's Reynolds again. The third catch for Reynolds on this drive alone. Second down to come. Yeah, Baker gets crushed because he got picked so high. Same with Mitch. Second down and 4. Goff out of the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. And maybe an up for a first down. Swift on the carry. Jasper, do you see the Bears winning any more games this season? I don't either. You know, the Bears should be a better team, and they have the talent to be a 500 football team, but it's obvious they are tanking. So I don't see them winning the rest of this season, any games, because they don't want to. And, you know, it's frustrating for me to say. I mean, I know they want that number 2 pick, and they're probably going to get it if they keep playing like this, but I don't see them winning any more games, and I don't think they want to win any more games, to be honest there, Jasper. Third and 1. An end around to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who gets the first down and much more. Good blocking by the Lions offensive line, and the Lions move into Vikings territory and move the chains. A nice play, well-designed run by Amon-Ra St. Brown. First down and 10, and Detroit is at the 43 of Minnesota. Low snap. Goff had a corral at Goff. Now rolling out in trouble. Pump fakes and throws this one out of bounds. Bad snap, and that kind of hurt the entire play for Detroit. Texans at Cowboys, by the way. Quick update. Cowboys score a touchdown. Dak Prescott on the pass to Tony Pollard for a 10-yard strike. It's 14-10 Cowboys over Houston. Lovie Smith back in coaching, and they are 1-10-1. Not a surprise. It is 7-7, 9:24 to go in the second quarter. Second down and 10. I formation for Detroit. Going to be a run. And not much doing there. Big tackle by Hicks for Minnesota. Third down to come. If you are the Cowboys, you have to wonder why that game is even close. That's right. I mean, that's a very tight game right now between Houston and Dallas. And you're facing a Houston team that is on Kyle Allen as their starting QB, and they're 1-10-1. It should not be that close. They bench Davis Mills after a really good rookie year. Third down at 12, and it's Goff out of the shotgun. Goff back to pass. Screen, and not enough there for the first down. Not enough blocking behind the wide receiver. That was Matthews with the tackle, number 90. Going to be 4th down and 6. A 6-yard gain officially. Be wicked, I'm back. Had to put the dogs outside because they were trying to bite my guests. Oh, boy. 4th and 6 to come. And it's going to be a punt from Detroit. Minnesota back and ready to return here. A nice punt. But it goes out of bounds. But a really good job by Detroit. It'll pin Minnesota at the 10-yard line. Jalen Reagor, the return man, he let that one go. Steelers and Ravens 10-7. Mitch Trubisky is 4 of 5 there for 71 yards so far. That's early in the second quarter. And here between Minnesota and Detroit, all tied up at 7. Minnesota will start with the football at their own 10-yard line after this quick break. I've had a great time with all of you here. Thank you really for tuning in on a game like this. This is not a Bears game. You know, we know that. We're aware of that. But we appreciate you guys still wanting a broadcast, still wanting a game. Thank you to John Meadows, producing and directing VPod TV, for their beautiful studios, and all of you for tuning in to watch the Vikings and Lions with me here on Sports Talk Chicago. Put my mortgage payment on the Cowboys to win. The return on investment is $100. Okay, Jared. Fly, Eagles, fly. Go Chicago Bears. Derek Smith. Other games that might be of interest to you so far, it's 14-7 Titans over the Jags, 21-0 Eagles over the Giants, still 0-0 Bills and Jets in the second quarter. Browns and Bengals also at 0 apiece in the second quarter too. We'll continue to update you throughout this game as far as other games go. I'm joking. Did you see the line spread? I did not see it, Jared. I would assume Dallas was heavily favored, which is why there was no point in betting on that. You know, this one was interesting. Lions were favored at -2. Don't know if anybody decided to put some money down on that one. Rather see the Eagles win over the Cowboys. That had more to do with Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless, I know. You know, it's so funny. You know, I follow TV ratings, and I saw that, you know, whatever that show is called, Undisputed on FS1 with Skip, has a 0.0 rating in the Chicagoland market. Nobody here in Chicago apparently watches Undisputed with Skip and Shannon. Skip telling me the Cowboys are coming for 20 years straight. I hate Skip. Skip, formerly Chicago sports writer, right? You know, was here for a little bit, writing and covering the Jordan years and all the stuff going on here in Chicago before he went national, went to ESPN. First down and 10, it is Minnesota with the football at their own 10-yard line. Cook alone in the backfield. He'll take the handoff. And Cook, not much doing there. A good defensive effort from Detroit, guarding and defending this run from Minnesota. Second down to come. John, what hole do we fill with the first pick in the draft next year? I would be okay with one of 3 options. You could grab an offensive lineman, which the Bears desperately need, a pass rusher, an edge rusher, or a wide receiver. They probably won't go wide receiver that high in the draft, so the first 2 I would really love to see. Second and 11. Cousins, big pass, incomplete. Third and 11 to come. Cousins' intended target was Jefferson. Pass underthrown in double coverage. Mitch, oh, no way. Mitch just threw a pick to Roquan, LOL. You got to be kidding me. Oh, my goodness. We should have done that game. Had I known Mitch would be playing, I would have done that game. Mitch versus Roquan would have been fun to do, too. Always defending Mitch, and then something happens like that. I hope he could turn it around for the rest of that game. Third and 11. Cousins out of the shotgun. Feet in the end zone. In trouble. Throws it away. Is this one caught? It is. Was it enough for a first down? No, 1 yard short. Now, Hawkinson is arguing for the spot. I don't think that was a first down, though. Nice catch by Jefferson, but he had to come back to get that football. I think he's short. Oh, maybe he did get it. 2 knees down at the 20-yard line, which was the line to gain. They're going to have to probably challenge this spot if you're Minnesota. They talked before the game and Mitch agreed to throw him a pick. And the Vikings will challenge this spot on this play. 6:56 to go in the second quarter. It's all tied at 7. And Minnesota looking for the first down on a 3rd down and 11. The official ruling was 4th and 1. They're inside their own 20, trying to get to the 20. Keep their drive going. Forty-two of you here with us now on YouTube. A lot of you here watching and joining us for Minnesota and Detroit. 7-7, great game so far. Probably going to be even more explosive in the second half. Appreciate all of you being here with us. We're live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch. And we're live on Facebook for today's game. Comment, tell me who you think is going to win this one. I said before the game I went bold. And I said it would be Lions winning 28-24 over Minnesota. Mike Beanie, Jon Z checking in. We'll tune in next week. Thank you, Mike. Great to see you out in Connecticut. Jay Boogaloo, we're here because we love you, John. Thank you, Jay Boogaloo. I appreciate that, brother. So second half football still to come. We will do the rest of this game, and if we get some bonus coverage, we'll do that as well. We're going to be live, of course, next week for the Bears game. Could be a tie. That's right, Alan. Not wrong at all there. Could very well be a tie next week. Or, I mean, in today's game. Yeah, Bears have the Eagles next week. Bears and Eagles. I mean, there really is no preview to be done there. I think that's going to be an easy situation for the Bears to lose that game. But we'll have to see what happens. And if we get the second pick, you using it or trading down? Depends on who's available and what the Bears need. I wouldn't be opposed to the Bears trading down to the 4th overall pick and doing what the Niners did to the Bears in 2017 with Mitch Trubisky. Trade down to 4, get a good pass rusher, get an offensive lineman at 4 instead of 2, and get back a haul for trading that pick. That would be smart. But if you have somebody you really like at number 2, don't waste time. Don't mess around. Just take them. So I think that's going to be the key. Looking back at that replay, did Jefferson get the first down for Minnesota? And they say he didn't. Wow, that's kind of a joke. Actually, really bad call by the referees. That should have been a first down. And now a timeout charge to Minnesota because of the challenge that did not go their way. Right on, John. Miss Bears football, but still enjoy football Sunday. So 4th down and 1 officially, and the Vikings are going to be forced to punt this football. Lions ready, back to return. Khalif Raymond back to return this punt. Raymond from the 15. Raymond with some room to the 30. Raymond to the 40. Raymond is still on his feet. Gets past the 50 before being taken down. Big return. You had a feeling Raymond was going to go all the way there for a minute. Big return for him in Detroit. And good starting field position for the Lions. Wherever you draft, you need to just pick the best player, not pick your needs, but no QB. You know, I saw something on Twitter this week. Someone said, hey, you know, if the Bears had that pick at number 2, should they draft a quarterback? Bryce Young's going to be out there, maybe C.J. Stroud. And a lot of people were not happy. I'll just say that. And the Vikings player injured on that return, so they're tending to him now. Now they're going to let him get up. That is number 29, Chris Boyd, the cornerback. Got hurt a bit on that play. Let's take a look at this replay. What happened to him? He was hit hard and landed on his knee. Ouch. Probably hurt him. He tried to get back up, and he stayed on the ground. Not a slam dunk to keep Jalen, Michael. You know, Jalen's probably going to want significant money, and I think, I was on the Tape Number Lies podcast a couple of weeks ago, and they said this too. This could be another Roquan Smith situation for Jalen during this offseason. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Bears do with him. From the Minnesota 49, it's first down and 10 for Detroit. Goff back to pass. Goff going to go deep downfield. Goff unleashes. It is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Oh, my goodness. What a play. DJ Chark. And broken coverage once again makes it 13-7. Wow. So Goff unleashed, and Chark was wide open downfield. Oh, my goodness. Lions, second time they've dialed it up deep, and they've scored. Here is the PAT to come. What a play, DJ Chark. 13-7. Now the kick is up, and it is good. 14-7, Detroit is on top against Minnesota. Another deep touchdown pass by Jared Goff. Yeah, Vikings secondary is getting cooked. David, just about finished my 88-kilometer drive to work. Great call, John. Wish it was a Bears game. That Mitch bandwagon is still growing. Go Bears. David, thank you for being here. How long is 88 kilometers? I'm curious. Wow, 54 miles, dude. Wow, what a commute to work. Well, David, I appreciate you keeping us on throughout your commute and hanging out with us. Hope you have a great day at work. Thank you for being here. $35 of you here with us on YouTube. A couple of you here with us on Facebook as well and Twitch. You can like the video, subscribe to the channel, and set up notifications so you don't miss a thing. For our sponsors, well, Amish Country Farms, the exclusive sponsor of Sports Talk Chicago. If you're looking for some fresh Amish food from the Amish of Northern Indiana with imports weekly, check them out today in Orland Park. And make sure you tell them Sports Talk Chicago sent you. They're going to take real good care of you. Amish Country Farms in Orland. Viking W, not worried. That's Bardo. We're really going to have to see. Detroit was favored in this one, and I would not be surprised if they pulled it out. My official prediction was 28-24. So Bears have the Eagles next week, which that's going to be a real tough game probably to watch. Bengals up 7-0 over the Browns. Ravens up 10-7 over Pittsburgh, and Mitch Trubisky's come into play. Jaguars down by 4 to Tennessee, and the Eagles are still up 21-0. Touchback on the kickoff, and Minnesota will take the ball from their own 25 with some work to do. They are down 14-7. Solid prediction. I agree with the score similar to that. So the first down and 10 from the 25. Here is Minnesota. 6:34 to go in the second quarter. Kirk Cousins so far 10 of 14 for 97 yards, but Minnesota trails by 7. Dalvin Cook alone in the backfield. Hockenson in motion. Now Thielen in motion. Hand off to Cook, who was taken down immediately. Wow, what a play. What a tackle by Detroit. They're doing a great job of run defense. It's Mike Hughes again with that tackle for a loss. Great play. Second down and 14, 4-yard loss on the play. 4 wide receivers set. Cousins out of the shotgun. Quick pass, this one caught. Hockenson with the reception. It's up near the 30, going to be third down at about 6 after the catch. 5:45 to go. And the Vikings score once more before the half, make it a tie game. Vikings will get the football in the second half. They kicked off to start this game. Cousins out of the shotgun. Cook lines up as a wide receiver. 5 wide receivers set for Minnesota. Cousins passing, and it is caught by Hockenson. Big catch, first down and more. Move the chains. This time he held on. And a great play by Hockenson. An over-the-shoulder catch. He juggled it and kept those feet in bounds. A toe tap. Great play. First and 10 from the 47. Cousins out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Quick pass. Caught again. It's Hockenson. Gain of maybe 2. And the Vikings are near midfield. Cousins today, 12 of 16, 123 yards. Second and 9. Osborne in motion. A pitch to Cook. And Cook gets past midfield up to the 49 of Detroit. Third down to come, 4:10 to go in the second half. Third and 6, 3:50 left to go in the second quarter. Vikings already in Detroit territory. Cousins out of the shotgun, back to pass. In trouble. Pocket collapses. Steps up and throws. It is caught for a first down. Jefferson with the catch. The drive continues, and a big play by Cousins and Justin Jefferson. Huge game. Cousins stepped up in the pocket, avoided the pressure, and found Jefferson in tight coverage. First and 10. Vikings from the 37. Cousins calls out an audible. Handoff, it's Dalvin Cook up the middle. Gets past the 35, around the 33, is taken down. 2:50 to go, lots of time here for Minnesota to try and score before the end of the half. Second and 7 officially. .230 to go. Cousins barking out some commands to his offense, trying to get everybody in position here. 4 wide receivers set. It's Cousins out of the shotgun. Back to pass. In trouble. throws quickly. This one's caught. What a play! Jefferson wide open. 3 guys around him in zone coverage. He makes the catch and heads out of bounds. That will take us to the 2-minute warning. And the Vikings are closer and closer to scoring. Caught inside the 15. So 2 minutes to go in the first half. And this one's close. Vikings trying to tie this one up before the end of the half. It's 14-7. Houston 16 and Cowboys 14, LMAO. Mitch is looking really good, guys. Thank you, B. Wickett. Making great passes. You know, I'm stunned that that's a close game out there, huh? They got Houston beating Dallas right now. But no, guys, Dallas is a Super Bowl contender. Okay. How is Mitch doing right now? Take a look at the numbers. 6 of 8 for 107 yards. Does have that pick. Making great passes. Go Houston. Yeah, the Texans could upset the Cowboys. That would certainly be a stunner. Take a look at the numbers. So Davis Mills and Jeff Driscoll have played today for the Texans. Both of them doing well. Don't know the situation out there as far as how the game's been going. Don't know if it's a quarterback by committee basis or if somebody got hurt. Right, and that's what I was laughing about. Houston shouldn't even be in the game. That one's interesting. Keep tabs on that. Giants have scored. It's now 21-7. Ravens up 13-7 over Pittsburgh. That one with 31 seconds to go in the second quarter. Pittsburgh trying to score before the end of the half there. So happy Field. We have Fields, but Mitch is such a good dude and got did so wrong by Nagy. Jared, I mean, you and I have had conversations about that over Instagram, and it's very true. Yep, I mean, Fields has done great, but Mitch is not a bad QB, unfortunately, due to Matt Nagy and the perception that Matt Nagy painted of Trubisky. His image has certainly been scarred amongst NFL circles. Mitch has a top 10 fantasy game of all time. That's right, the 6-touchdown game against Tampa Bay. Should Mitch be able to sue Nagy for destroying his career? Just kidding. I would. Defamation, right? Defamation lawsuit. Civil suit against Matt Nagy. First down and 10. 2 minutes to go, and it is Vikings football. Vikings from the 13-yard line. And off to Cook. Cook up the middle, gets up to the 11. 2-yard gain officially. Minute 50 to go, second down. Vikings on the doorstep of scoring and tying this one back up before the half. Second down and 8. Cousins is 15 of 19 for 157 yards. 1:20 to go. From the 11 from Minnesota, Cousins out of the shotgun, back to pass. Pocket collapsing and out of bounds. He threw it. Intended target looked to be Jefferson, going to be 3rd down and 8. Nagy can explain to the jury that he's still trying to find the Y's. Cousins under immense pressure right there. Just got rid of that ball in time. Looked like he was supposed to go to Jefferson, but miscommunication on that route. 3rd down and 8 to come. 1:12 to go. And the Vikings are on the doorstep of scoring and tying this game up. It's Cousins out of the shotgun, and now a timeout is called. Lions take a timeout. First time out of this half for Detroit. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. So 3rd down and 8 to come. What can Minnesota do here? Mitch, another INT. That's not good. Man, that's horrible. 3rd down and 8. It is Cousins out of the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set. Cousins back to pass. Looking, fires. This one caught. Thielen near the 1st down marker. He is still waiting on a spot and an official ruling. He was very close to gaining the yard or getting to the line to gain. Let's take a look here. Nice play by Thielen. Made the catch. Did he get that 1st down? It's very close. Don't know if they're going to give it to him. They do. 1st down and goal. Vikings get the 1st down and keep the drive alive. An 8-yard catch by Thielen. 1st and goal for Minnesota from the 3. Jefferson in motion, and we have a timeout again. And this is who called it? Take a look. Don't know who called that timeout yet. Still waiting for an official ruling there. And I think it's going to be a booth review, actually. A booth review on the spot of that football, whether or not Minnesota got the 1st down. So they're going to take a look. And Trubisky, another INT in the red zone. That is tough. Very tough. So halftime, Ravens going to be up 13-7. Thank you, Be Wicked. They're at the half. Meanwhile, here in Detroit, they're doing a booth review to see if Minnesota got a 1st down. If it does stand, it's going to be 1st and goal for Minnesota from the 3. They're trying to score. 1:06 left to go in the 2nd quarter. If they do score, they'll tie it up. We're looking at the replay now. Did Thielen get enough for that 1st down? No knee on the ground yet. It goes down right there. It's very close as to whether or not he got it. So I don't know what they're going to rule this to be. Still reviewing. Wow, this is a long review. So don't know what the call is going to be on this play. Kevin O'Connell calling plays on the sideline. I think he's getting ready to assume this will be a 1st down, but they are still looking this one over. Maybe letting them play through it earlier would have made a difference like Jon suggested. I agree with you, Michael. But, you know, at the end of the day, the Steelers chose not to do it. Here's the ruling. When it was down by contact, and it looks like Thielen may not have gotten that 1st down. Or no, call stands. So Dan Campbell is not happy at all. And that's going to be a charge timeout to Detroit. They have 1 remaining. So it will be 1st and goal. Dan Campbell is arguing, and he is not happy with that call. Really letting the officials have it there on the sideline. So 1:06 to go here, and okay, another quick thing from the official. 1:06 to go in the 2nd quarter. It is 14-7, Detroit on top. Still Minnesota football. Going to be first down and goal for Minnesota from the 3. A touchdown would tie things up heading into the half. Minnesota gets the ball as well to start off the second half. Kirk Cousins back on the field. On formation for Minnesota. First and goal. A pitch to Cook, and he is taken. The ball is out. The ball's out, and Detroit has it. Dalvin Cook fumbled. And what a loss there, a lost opportunity for Minnesota. Dalvin Cook could not hold on to the football. What happened? Simple pitch to Cook. He was taken down by about 4 different Detroit defenders. That ball just came out. That is definitely a fumble. The ball was out. It got kicked. And it was picked up by Detroit. That was Joseph who recovered the fumble. So Detroit with the takeaway inside the red zone. And Minnesota is in trouble. 14-7, Detroit football, 57 seconds to go. And Detroit starts from their own 21. Don't know what the plan is here, what you're trying to do. I mean, if I were Detroit, I'd go for it. If I were Detroit, I'd try and score something here, but I don't know what the plan's going to be. Go up out of the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set. St. Brown in motion. Go up back to pass. Across the middle. This one is caught. Big catch. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Past the 45. Time continuing to tick. Detroit with 1 timeout to go. 45 seconds. They are rushing to the line of scrimmage. Go up in the shotgun. 38 seconds to go. Go up, takes the pass. Go up a quick one. Check down. This one caught. First down and more. Big catch and a big gain after the catch for DeAndre Swift, who gets out of bounds. 29 seconds to go. Detroit is in Minnesota territory just like that. And the Lions score again. First and 10, 29 seconds to go. From the 38-yard line. Goff out of the shotgun. Back to pass. This one is incomplete. Goff, an incomplete pass there, a little bit low. Clock stopped at 22 seconds. Or no, it was a catch. My apologies. It was a catch. Detroit called a timeout. So they use their last timeout. They got Michael Badgley ready to kick there on the sideline, former Bears kicker. Jared Goff looking great so far today, by the way. Couple of touchdown passes. Such a competent QB. To his credit, he's done a great job since coming on over to Detroit in that trade with the Rams. Goff today, 13 of 19, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. So it's second down and 1. No timeouts now for Detroit. They're at the 29-yard line. Goff out of the shotgun. 23 seconds to go. Back to pass. Going to go deep downfield. Go up to the end zone. It's incomplete. Reynolds, the intended target, but in double coverage. Third down and 1. Goff tried to go for it all, but nobody there. 19 seconds to go. Detroit does not have a timeout. And you'd have to think here that if the Lions don't get anything, they could run Badgley out there to kick a field goal. But you'd have to hope for an incomplete pass. If they run a real play and then don't get the first down, they may run out of time. No timeouts for Detroit. 19 seconds to go here in the first half. Goff with one on the play clock gets off the snap. Goff back to pass, quick pass, incomplete. No flag on that play. Going to be 4th down and 1. And it should be time now for Detroit to kick a field goal. That is Dan Campbell, be wicked. Dan Campbell, the head coach of the Detroit Lions. So it's Michael Badgley, the former Bear kicker. From 47 yards, 12 straight field goals made of 40-plus yards. From 47 with 15 seconds to go. The kick is up, and it is good. From 47, no good. Wait, no good. Sorry, my bad. It looked like the kick went through. It was no good. Badgley missed it. Wow. So with 10 seconds to go, I thought that went through. Looking at this replay here. Oh, no, it didn't. That's not, no, it did not go through. It looked good, and it just missed it. Maybe it barely hit the crossbar as well. Wow. So a missed kick. Lost opportunity for Detroit. Badgley loses his streak. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Vikings with 10 seconds to go. I would expect a knee here and then halftime, but let's take a look. Vikings seem like they're going to run a play. They have 2 timeouts. Cousins out of the shotgun with 10 seconds to go. Cousins back to pass. Cousins throws downfield. This one is caught. Long time to make the tackle. With 3 seconds left, the Vikings call timeout, and they're near midfield. The Vikings trying to make something happen here with 3 seconds to go. Cousins to Jefferson on that catch. So they're right at about midfield. Will they go for it all here? They got Joseph, the kicker, warming up on the sideline. But with only 4 seconds to go in a timeout, how much time will you have to get off another pass and then a kick? Or do you go for it all? So here we go. It's 1st down and 10, Minnesota football. The Vikings thinking about going deep. From the 46-yard line, a 4-wide receiver set. And here's Cousins back to pass, pocket collapsing, he's sacked. And that's the end of this quarter. So they tried to go for it all downfield. They had no chance to do it. Cousins is sacked, and that ends the first half of play. Officially, the score is 14-7. Lions on top of the Vikings. Appreciate all of you being here, and as we do around every halftime each stream we do, please comment and tell me where you are watching from. We're going to shout you out, shout out your hometown, and make sure everybody knows where you're watching from. We've had people all over the world, all over the country tune in every week, and I'll make sure to monitor the chat and give you guys a shout out. And we will also look over some of the other games going on throughout the NFL today. Eagles and Giants. Jalen Hurts and company. Eagles clinch a playoff spot with a win already. And Jalen Hurts with a big touchdown pass to A.J. Brown, 33 yards. It is 24-7 Eagles over the Giants at the half. Texans, Cowboys. Dak Prescott back to pass. Found Tony Pollard, 10-yard score. Texans. On an end around, that was a touchdown as well. Amari Rodgers, a 28-yard touchdown catch. It's 17-17. Texans and Cowboys late in the second quarter. That's a shocker. Jets and Bills. Josh Allen taking on Mike White. Allen back to pass, and he scores for a touchdown to Dawson Knox, a 24-yard reception, and that's it, 7-0 between the Bills and Jets. Browns and Bengals. The runner-up to the game we were going to do today. Joe Burrow and company against Deshaun Watson. Burrow with a touchdown pass. Jamar Chase. And it's 13-3 Bengals on top of the Browns at the half over there. Steelers and Ravens. Lamar Jackson not playing. Kenny Pickett gets hurt. Concussion protocol. That means Mitch Trubisky comes in. But Mitch so far with 2 picks. End off there and a big rushing touchdown for, looks like that was Dobbins, who came off the IR today, and Ravens are up 13-7. Jaguars and Titans. Trevor Lawrence looking better and better every game. Lawrence out of the shotgun on the 2nd and 1, throws it for a touchdown to Zay Jones. And it's 20-14 Jaguars. They're up at the half over there. So, Be Wicked out in Pittsburgh, I know. Way out in Pittsburgh there, Be Wicked. Appreciate you commenting and tuning in. We've got 33 of you here with us now on YouTube, and at the half, it is 14-7 Detroit. They have looked so good, and really the big difference so far has been the broken coverage by Minnesota downfield. The 2 touchdown passes that Jared Goff and the Lions have because of broken coverage. And those 2 plays have been the biggest difference maker in this game. I mean, it's still a very close game, a lot to go, a lot of time to go, but right now, the Lions are winning. Pretty shocking. Jay Boogaloo, Vegas baby. Yes, Jay Boogaloo, way out in Vegas, joining us today on the stream. Love it. Fox there going over some of the halftime observations. Gonna have to see how this one plays out here second half. At least a word of wisdom to the Vikings. Please shore up your secondary, else you will lose this game. Their secondary has not looked good, and that's been their biggest issue in this one. Will Dallas lose to the Texans? Oh, I mean, it's very much possible. And if that happens, everybody has to shut up about Dallas being a Super Bowl contender. At that point, you have no basis to say anything if you're losing games to Houston, who's 1-10-1, who has 2 different quarterbacks, who has Lovie Smith as their head coach. And we could go on and on about the qualifiers that go along with it, but either way, it does not look good. Mm-mm. 32 of you here with us now on YouTube. Very good time here during the break. To remember to support our sponsor, Amish Country Farms. They have imports weekly from the Amish of northern Indiana. If you're looking for some great food fresh food, fresh meat, cheeses, sweets, milk, and anything you could think of. Head on over to Amish Country Farms. Everything's local, everything is fresh, everything is good. Trust me. Tell them Sports Talk Chicago sent you. A lot of our listeners and viewers have actually DM'd me. They've hit me up saying we went there, we love the experience, we'll go again. You're more than welcome to go there. Tell them Sports Talk Chicago sent you. They'll take real good care of you. That's Amish Country Farms out in Orland Park, Illinois, the exclusive sponsor of Sports Talk Chicago. Also, a big shout out here to John Meadows directing and producing today, VPod TV, for using their studios in beautiful Chicagoland. A rather meh day in Chicago. Cloudy, a little bit rain, but great day for football. Too bad the Bears aren't playing. It'd be a great day for football here in Chicago. But I appreciate all of you tuning in and joining us on the stream today. Having a great time. A lot of you still here with us. And it should be a very entertaining second half between the Lions and Minnesota Vikings. Great job, John and John. Thank you, Be Wicked. Great to have you here along with us. Hosting a Steelers watch party, but yet hanging here with us and watching a Vikings and Lions game. Really appreciate that support, man. Always love having you here. Always love your comments, too. And keeping tabs for us on what's going on out there in Pittsburgh for the rest of this one. Hoping Pittsburgh can pull that one out against Baltimore. They really need it, actually, for their playoff hopes. They're at 5-7 right now, so a win there would go a long way for them. Bishop, hey John, not watching football today. Just wanted to pop on and say hi. Thank you, Bishop. Bishop, always love your comments as well. Always seeing them on my videos on Twitter a lot. And I appreciate you popping in and saying hello. Being a Bears fan in Texas, if the Cowboys lose, it'll certainly be an enjoyable football Sunday. College K85, I mean, you'll probably see people on Monday wondering how in the world Dallas may have lost to Houston. So I'm sure it's going to be a nice day for you tomorrow morning. Out on the town, heading out to work maybe, seeing people who are dumbfounded and wondering how Dallas lost a game like that. Getting yelled at for being on my phone, but I gave my guest some of the homemade apple pie moonshine, so now I'm the man. Love it, Be Wicked. Well, I appreciate you, again, hanging with us on the phone. And right now it's halftime, so still waiting for the action to resume, but appreciate you being here. A lot of you guys here with us now. Game still at halftime. We can take a look at the stats, though, for this one. Very interesting game. Actually, a good quarterback game for both teams. Both guys have played fairly well. Kirk Cousins, 17 of 22 for 182 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. The run game, though, been a problem. Dalvin Cook, 14 carries for 6 yards. And Alexander Madison, 1 carry for -1 yards. Justin Jefferson, 7 catches for 93. Detroit, Jared Goff, 13 of 21, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Not much of a running game, though, for Detroit. So a game that's pass heavy and a game that is very little running. That is what we've seen so far in this one. Quarterback versus quarterback, and no running back versus no running back, it seems like, in this game. Showing some highlights from the game so far. Jared Goff's big touchdown pass to Williams, the rookie. That was huge. And then the fumble by Dalvin Cook as well. Could be a tie game, but Dalvin Cook with that fumble at pretty much the goal line. And that really hurt Minnesota. They could have tied this one up. And of course, that missed field goal by Badgley and the Lions could have made it 17-7. Kenny Albert and Jonathan Bilma on the game for Fox, and they are back and ready to get started here. Third quarter of play to come. One more half to go. We'll see how this one ends. It's been entertaining so far. Who will come out on top is the question. We're going to find out pretty soon. So the Lions are lining up to kick this one off, and it goes back to the Vikings, who do not return it through the end zone, and they will start at their own 25-yard line with 15 minutes to go in the third quarter. So Vikings football on a first down and 10, going to be from the 25-yard line to start. They're playing catch-up, and they can certainly use some help here in this one. Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, and company lining up. Osborne in motion. Make the handoff. Cousins will roll out on first down. Quick pass, check down, and a small gain. Osborne with the catch. Second down and 6, 4-yard gain after the catch. Hand off to Cook. Cook weaving his way up the middle, gains about 4. Third down and short to come for Minnesota. Steelers and Ravens game getting pretty physical, according to B. Wicked. Almost a fight after a hit on the Ravens QB Huntley. Dalvin Cook, 15 rushes for 19 yards and a touchdown. Very tough game for him. Here's Cousins out of the shotgun, third down and 2. Jefferson in motion. Cousins back to pass, quick pass. This one is caught, and it's Thielen who lost the football as he got tackled. He did not get enough for that first down. Will it even be a completed pass is the question. Eventually, it's fourth down and 2. Thielen had it, ran a couple of feet, lost the ball. I'd say that's a fumble, and that ball, well, maybe not. Ball came out as he hit the ground. Nevertheless, it's not a first down. Fourth down and 1. What will the Vikings do here deep inside their own territory? And they are going to punt the football. So the Vikings punt. They do nothing on their first drive coming out of the half, and it's going to be Lions ball here in a second. Khalif Raymond back to return. Now a flag on the play. Delay-up game on Minnesota. That'll pin it back 5 more yards, and now they're definitely going to punt. Raymond on the year, 14 punt returns for 153 yards. He had long of 41 yards in total, averaging nearly 11 yards per return entering action today. This game's a fantasy nightmare for my lineup. Geesh, what's up, John? What's up, Dan? Tana Solid here with us. 4th and 6, here's the punt from right. Raymond back to return. He will take it at the 11. Breaks the initial tackle. Raymond on his feet, gets up to the 25-yard line. A nice return for Raymond and decent field position to start for Detroit. 12:48 to go in the third quarter. Here comes Jared Goff. And the Lions, a chance to get things going. Lions up 14-7 in case you're just tuning in. Lions missed a field goal to end the second half. Could have been 17-7, and the Vikings had a chance to score a touchdown to tie it up, but Dalvin Cook fumbled at the 1-yard line for Minnesota late in the second quarter. Waiting for things to get back started in the game. It's going to be Lions football, going to be first down and 10. Third quarter, early on in the third quarter. A ways to go in this one, but so far, living up to the hype. Close game for both teams. Roquan Smith, 5 tackles, 1 pick, 1 sack today. Ugh, be wicked. With the update there, Roquan Smith, I'll still say the Bears should not have paid him, and I'm okay with that trade. I'm going to say that till I'm blue in the face. Not worth what he's asking for. Cried about it too much, held out too much, had too many public antics about it with no agent, random people calling the Bears. I think it was fine to get rid of him, but of course it's gonna hurt, it's gonna sting when you just trade him and he turns out to be playing really well. Like I mentioned earlier on the broadcast, I mean, hey, Robert Quinn placed on the IR. Good trade by the Bears. I mean, Quinn has done nothing even in Philadelphia either. So a smart trade and a good time to move Quinn by Ryan Poles. Got a bunch of you here with us on YouTube, and we're also live, remember, on Facebook and Twitch. A couple of you here on Facebook, even someone here on Twitch as well. We appreciate all of you guys tuning in on all the different platforms, hanging with us, watching this battle of the NFC North. 2 teams that the Bears know very well, that you probably know very well from watching Bears football over the years. And it will be Lions football to get things started. 12:48 to go, third quarter, first down and 10. It's Jared Goff and company back on the field. Lions start from their own 24. Handoff up the middle. Gain of maybe 3. Second down and 7 to come. Jared Goff, the 2022 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year nominee for the Lions. Second and 7. Goff today, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no picks. Having a great game. Goff out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers set. Pocket collapsing. Goff on the move. Thinking about running. He does. Gains maybe 1. Third down to come. I'll take Sanborn any day, John. Me too, Jay Boogaloo. Sanborn's done a great job, and he deserves to be on this team. He costs literally nothing. I mean, next to nothing. And he's putting up better or similar numbers to Roquan Smith, who wanted $20 million per year. Bears did a great job. Ravens QB Huntley headed to the locker room, might be injured. I don't know who their third string is. That's very interesting. Third down and 6. Quick pass from Goff on the bubble screen, but not much of a gain there. Good job by the Vikings defense to force the tackle. Fourth down to come. Caught quickly by DJ Chark, but not enough for that first down. So the Lions are going to punt. It'll be Anthony Brown coming in at QB, apparently, for the Ravens, by the way. He's the third on their depth chart. Fourth down and 7. Lions ready to punt. And oh, they fake it. They fake a punt and get a first down and more. Oh, my goodness, to the 30. Big gain, big punt. Lions stay alive. And a flag on the play. Take a look at what this could be. Wow. Don't know what happened there, but there could be a flag. Let's see. Here comes the official. After the play was over, on sportsmanlike conduct. That's a 15-yard penalty, but it will be a first down. So a fake punt, and Detroit on a 4th and 7 did a direct snap and just ran the football. They were deep inside their own territory. They got the first down and a lot more. That was Moore, number 38, on the carry. And it looked like Jamal Williams and, got into a little bit of a fight there with the Vikings. Mitch, another INT in the end zone, 3 picks. Man, tough day for Mitch Trubisky out there in Pittsburgh now. It's horrible. In the red zone, too. So the fake punt goes well, and it will be Detroit football just past midfield, 1st and 10. Quick handoff, and not much doing there. Williams, maybe a gain of 1. So a fake punt works out. Wow, what a play. Second down and 10. Goff out of the shotgun. From the 47. Fake the handoff, Goff. Going downfield, quick pass. This one caught. First down and more. Amon-Ra St. Brown with reception. Move the chains. With 9:50 to go, the Lions are driving. Quick comeback route for St. Brown, who made the catch and lunged forward for the first down. First and 10 to come. Brown with 52 receiving yards. First and 10 from the 35. It's a run. Up the middle, a minimal gain, maybe 2. Swift on the carry. Second down and 8 to come. Seven plays and 43 yards for Detroit on this drive. 9 minutes to go. I formation for Detroit. Goff fakes the handoff, throws across the middle. This one is caught. Completed pass and a nice gain. DJ Chark with the catch. First down. DJ Chark today, 4 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown. Jared Goff with 217 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Lions opt again for I formation, first down and 10. Goff fakes the pass and hands it off. Run there for about maybe 3 at most. Not much doing there for Detroit on the run game. Not much doing for either team in the run department so far. 2 yards officially, going to be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8, a pitch to Swift. Swift on his feet near the first down marker, gets taken down inside the 10. 3rd and short to come. 7:28 to go here in the 3rd quarter. B. Wickett confirms what I just said earlier. It will be Anthony Brown in for the Ravens, their 3rd string QB, after Huntley got hurt and Lamar Jackson is inactive today with an injury. 3rd down and 1 officially for Detroit. They are on the doorstep of scoring again. Inside the 10. Trying to make this a 2-possession game. Go up a pitch. Swift near the first down marker. Did he get it? Flag on the play. The spot says no, but let's see what this flag's about. Holding on Detroit. That's going to push them back a bit. Still going to be 3rd down, but a tough blow there. So holding call on the Lions. And with 6:48 to go in the 3rd quarter, we're going to face a 3rd and long situation. Third and 12 officially. And the Lions convert. Go up out of the shotgun. 5 wide receiver set. Go up back to pass. Pocket collapsing. Quick pass. This one caught. And a first down for Detroit on a 3rd down and 12. What a play. Catch made by Khalif Raymond, the punt returner. And Detroit stays alive again, facing a 3rd down and 12 inside the red zone. 1st and goal officially. 6 minutes flat to go. Go up out of the shotgun. Moves in near the line. Goff banks the pitch. Throws to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. Reynolds. Make it 20-7 Detroit. Goff faked the handoff and found Reynolds wide open in the back of the end zone for the catch. And Detroit makes this a 2-score game. Great play. And the NFC North is going to be very difficult next year. Great offenses, Dan. Good point. Here is Badgley for the PAT. Kick is up, and this one's down the middle good. So 21-7, and it's Reynolds with the touchdown, all because of Detroit. Went for it on 4th down. Did a fake punt run deep inside their own territory. It worked out, and they are alive and well, up 21-7 over Minnesota. So a 21-7 game, Detroit over Minnesota. And Minnesota has some work to do. I mean, it's not over yet, long way to go, but they are not living up to their end of the bargain so far. This one is turning into a tough one for them. Appreciate all of you tuning in. 40 of you here with us on YouTube, 1 of you on Twitch, and a couple of you with us on Facebook Live as well. Appreciate all of you from all different platforms watching and hanging with us today for a nice game. NFC North rivalry between these Vikings and Lions. Bears will be back next week, and so will we. Sunday, Bears-Eagles. 12 p.m. Central start. We're going to have some fun there watching the Bears, probably getting their asses kicked, but it'll be fun to watch it together and supper together as we've done for the past couple of weeks. John Meadows producing, directing VPOD TV, lending their gracious studios to us here in beautiful Chicagoland. Great to have you all here with us. Great to hang with you all today on this Sunday afternoon, wherever you're watching from. People from all over the world every week. We got people from Australia, people from Thailand watching this game, and all of you from across the United States, Vegas, Quincy, Connecticut, Florida, all over the country. You are all always with us every Sunday. We greatly appreciate it, especially on a day like today. No Bears game, but a lot of you still tuning in and supporting today's stream. So the Lions will kick this one off after the touchdown. They're up 21-7. They'll go through the back of the end zone for a touchback for Minnesota. So, Vikings need a score, I'd say right about now. They could certainly use it. Lions defense, 12 straight games with the takeaway, the longest active streak in the NFL. Hockenson in motion, first down and 10 from the 25. Cousins makes the handoff in trouble, and he is taken down. Big sack for Detroit. Cousins had no chance on that play. Second down. Continuous pressure for this from this Detroit team. And Cousins had no chance on that play. Good blitz, well executed. Second down and 19. Cousins out of the shotgun, back to pass. Throws it across the middle. This one is caught. What a play by Hockenson. First down and more. Held on to that football, got taken down and hit hard. And right after that sack, the Vikings convert, make it a first down. Great play. Hockenson holds on to that football. First and 10, Hockenson today, 6 catches, 67 yards. Kirk Cousins, 20 of 25 for 208. First and 10. Cousins makes the handoff, rolls out, has some time, throws deep downfield. This one's caught. Big catch. And more for Jefferson. Past the 40 to the 30, and he's taken down. Justin Jefferson with a big reception deep downfield, and a great pass by Cousins to get him the football. Beat his man on one-on-one coverage, cut back, and gained 10 extra yards after that move. Great throw by Cousins as he got hit. First and 10 from inside the 30. Cousins on a pitch to Cook, who avoids one tackle, avoids another, but gets nowhere and loses 1 yard in the process. 13-7 Ravens, third quarter. Thank you, Be Wicked. Does anybody want to win that game is the real question. A chance for the Steelers and Mitch Trubisky, despite 3 interceptions, to somehow maybe still win. Second down and 10. Cousins out of the shotgun. Cousins back to pass. Throws it quickly. It's caught. Osborne with the reception, not a first down, but getting closer. Third down and 4 officially with 2:58 to go in the third quarter. Third down and 4. Can the Vikings come through? Third down and 4. Jefferson in motion. Cousins back to pass. Going deep near the end zone, incomplete. Intended target Jefferson double teamed, and just a bad pass by Cousins. 4th and 4. So, it looks like Minnesota's going for it here. Oh, this is going to be big. Minnesota 0-1 today on 4th down conversions. They are going for it. 4th down, 4th and 4 officially. They need the 4, trying to score a touchdown here and stay in this game. From the 23-yard line, it's Cousins. Out of the shotgun, 4 wide receivers set. Cousins takes the snap. Downfield, caught for a first down and more, make it a touchdown. Adam Thielen, and the Vikings are not done yet, 21-13. On a 4th down and 4, Minnesota rolls the dice, and they score a big touchdown. Looks like the Vikings offense still on the field. They might go for 2 points right here, and I think they will. O'Connell, indeed, now just had this is going to be a 2-point attempt for the Vikings. 2 of 2 on 2-point conversions on the season. Thielen in motion, makes the catch. He is not in. Detroit with the big stop, and it will stay 21-13. So a touchdown from Minnesota, but they are stopped trying to get in for the 2-point conversion. 21-13 officially, 2:17 to go. Well, a big touchdown for the Vikings that keeps them in it. Thumper LQ, let's skol. The Vikings going to only score 7 points. Yes, that answered my question. LOL, Allen. Yep. And a big touchdown for Minnesota. Coming through. They're staying in this one. So 31 of you here with us now, and I wouldn't go anywhere if you're still with us. This is going to be a game that I would say is down to the wire. Yeah, that was on going for 2 there. I think the whole thing is if they got the 2-point conversion, then any touchdown and 7 points would have allowed them to take the lead, right? So the whole goal was go for 2 now, you get it, then you score a touchdown again, then automatically you have a 1-point lead. I get the thought process there, but I would have kicked the ball and taken the points, taken the extra point. That's just me. Texans up 23-17 over the Cowboys. No matter what happens in that game, even if Dallas wins, you can't forget about it. Dallas is struggling against a 2 different quarterback team really? The frickin' Texans? Unbelievable. But if you guys are here, I again suggest you stay. This is probably going to go down to the wire. 21-13 right now, and it's probably only going to get closer as this game moves forward. So 1 whole quarter to play and some change. So a lot could still be done in this time. Anything is possible here. So the kick will go through the back of the end zone, and Detroit will start with the football at their own 25-yard line, a touchback officially. It'll be first down and 10. 2:17 to go in this one. Go up, thanks to handoff on a first down. Nice pass. This one's caught. First down and more. Quick pass, not much to do there, not complicated. Sharp with the reception, and he gets the first. Goff today playing unbelievably well. 3 touchdowns, no picks, 236 yards. $1:52 to go in the third quarter. First and 10. Goff with the handoff here, and a gain of about 5. Nice gain by the Lions. Second down to come. Second and 6, 4 yards officially on that carry. Second down and 6. Goff back to pass. Looking deep downfield. This pass is caught. 20-yard gain and more near the 40-yard line. And the Lions are just moving quickly downfield. Reynolds on the reception. So Reynolds with a nice catch. Against the zone coverage from Minnesota. Found the soft spot with 3 guys around him. Goff this year, 9 passing touchdowns on play-action passes, the most in the NFL. A lot of play action we've seen so far from Detroit today. First and 10, 35 seconds to go. Another play action on first down. Goff with lots of time, pocket collapsing. He flips it, and that ball's on the ground. A fumble. Who has it? They say incomplete pass. Goff was in trouble, simply flipped the football to one of his tight ends, and he lost control of it. Brock Wright was supposed to catch it. They're going to call that an incomplete pass because he never had control of it. But nearly a fumble. Very scary. Second and 10, 26 seconds to go. 21-13. Goff out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers set, back to pass. Nearly intercepted, but instead it's caught for a first down. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Right around the 30, moved the chains, and with 15 seconds to go, that could be the final play of this quarter for Detroit. And that indeed will be it. Call to wrap on the third quarter. We have one more quarter to go. And Detroit is leading 21-13 and is close to scoring once again. Don't go anywhere. Reminder to all of you to support our sponsor, Amish Country Farms, for the best Amish food with fresh imports from Northern Indiana weekly. Check out Amish Country Farms today in Orland Park. You can hit them up on the best cheese, sweet, fresh foods, fresh finds, even homemade soap. Everything that you're looking for is right there at Amish Country Farms. Tell them Sports Talk Chicago sent you, and they'll take real good care of you. Big shout out as well to John Meadows for producing and directing VPOD TV for their studios. And a shout out to all of you for joining us. Remember, you can subscribe to the channel, set up notifications, hit that like button, and subscribe. Also, make sure you find us on Facebook and Twitch at Sports Talk Chicago, and give us a follow on Twitter at John Z Sports. Ravens block a field goal, still 13-7, 11-14, fourth quarter. Oh, wow. it's one of those games, be wicked, I'm telling you, where just nobody wants to win it. I mean, if Mitch Trubisky could step up, if the Steelers could step up on a drive, or if the Ravens could step up, somebody could come away with it. That must be such a frustrating game. Mike White taken out, head of the locker room. I heard that, Mark. I see that on Twitter right now. So Mike White is done. Does that mean Zach Wilson comes back in? I think it does. I'm going to look up some numbers right now, NFL games. Oh, it's Joe Flacco. Okay, they put in Joe Flacco. Gotcha. They put in Joe Flacco to replace Mike White, who's hurt. Other games around the league, Texans up 23-20 over the Cowboys. Jaguars up 33-14 over Tennessee. Bengals up 20-3 over the Browns. It's still 13-7. Ravens over the Steelers. And Eagles really killing the Giants at 34-14 there. NFC playoff picture, looking at it right now, the Seahawks have that final seed at 7-5. The Commanders at 7-5-1 are officially in the hunt. Detroit behind them at 5-7. A win for Detroit will really help them stay in this race. 1st and 10. It's Goff out of the shotgun, 4 wide receivers set. And he's back to pass. Now in trouble, quick throw. This one is dropped. 2nd and 10 to come. Intended target was Jamison Williams. Trying to see if that was a backwards pass. I don't think so. Looked like it was in front of Goff, but Williams just could not hold on to the football as he was on the run and probably bracing for contact. 2nd down and 10. 14:55 to go. Goff out of the shotgun, screen to Swift, who makes the catch, stays on his feet, gains about 5. 3rd down to come, 14:49 to go. 3rd and 8. Goff out of the shotgun, 5 wide receivers set. They're looking for a 1st down here. Goff is back to pass. This one caught, and a 1st down. They get it, completed to Jackson. They'll move the chains. So the Lions targeted a pass, they got it, and they stay alive. Continue on this drive. 99 points scored in the 4th quarter for Detroit. 3rd most in the NFL. First down and 10. Goff to pass. Pump fakes. And throws this one into the ground. Incomplete pass. Didn't like what he saw. Intended target was Khalif Raymond. So 2nd and 10. Goff is 21 of 31 today. 278 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Jackson in at running back on 2nd and 10. Hand off to Jackson. Jackson breaks free past the 10 to the 5 goal line, reaching for the pylon. He is in. Touchdown, Jackson and the Lions, 28-13. What a play, Justin Jackson. Wow, Jackson got all the way in. So Jackson makes it 27-13. Pending the PHE, did he really get in? That's going to be the question. Very close, don't know. Going to have to take a look at that replay. I think he got it, but that's very close. And they're going to take a look at it.
Yeah.
No word yet. Points on the board. It looks like it's going to count. I don't think he missed it, but it was very close. Now they're doing a review. Scoring review officially. Did he get it? They say he did. Touchdown officially for Jackson Badgley for the PAT. This one is up and good. Officially it's 28-13. Rather see my Steelers lose to the Texans than see them lose to the Ravens. Detroit is in the running for the NFC North, and the Bears or Packers are fighting for the basement slot. What alternate earth am I living on? Rigo, hey, great to see you. I agree. Detroit winning today would be at 6-7, and they're beating right now, destroying, I would say, up by two scores over the best team in the NFC North. I don't know what planet you're on, but it is something that I don't think anybody expected entering this season. And it's Justin Jackson with a TD, out of all people, too. Jackson, you know, he's the third running back on his team, mainly a special teams guy, and instead gets the carry and gets in. Huge. Be wicked at Rigo. Yeah, really. I mean, this is surprising. Well, it's 28-13. The Vikings have some work to do. They have enough time to score 2 touchdowns. The question is, though, based on how this game is going, can they do it? They have a lot of work to do and not tons of time to do it. They got to be smart with their time, smart with their timeouts, and see what they can do to score on this next drive. I think they need a touchdown, though. They cannot settle for anything less than a touchdown on this upcoming drive. I mean, they don't have enough time. They don't have enough resources. And late in the game, it's going to be tough for them to score more. Apparently, Deshaun Watson just threw a touchdown. His first as a member of the Browns. Just saw that on Twitter. Ravens and Steelers still at 13-7. It's Trubisky, 19 of 25, 216 yards, but those 3 interceptions proven to be costly. Bengals up 20-10 over the Browns. Deshaun Watson, 17 of 23, 201 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Deshaun Watson having a good game. So Justin Jackson with the touchdown. Showing the replay once again. Just got to that pylon barely. Here comes the kick from Detroit. 13:28 to go. And it'll be a touchback for Minnesota. So the Vikings have their work cut out for them. They need 2 touchdowns in about 13 minutes to tie this one up. They're behind the 8 ball, too. They went for 2 points on their last touchdown. They could not convert. Now they're down by 15. Not looking good for the Steelers, according to B. Wicked. The Lions with nearly 400 yards of total offense. Hawkinson in motion on 1st and 10. Play action for Cousins. Cousins going deep downfield. Big pass. This one's caught. And it's Jefferson inside the 30 with the catch. And here come the Vikings. Just talked about how they need to be smart with their time. And that was a big play downfield to Justin Jefferson, who's taken down inside the 30-yard line. All of a sudden, the Vikings are in business and a real shot to score very quickly. 1st and 10, a run for Cook, who gains nothing. Cook is having a horrible game. Both these teams running are having bad games. Cook so far 15 carries, 23 yards. And for the Lions, it is Jamal Williams with 7 carries for 18 and Justin Jackson with 3 for 18. First down and 10. For second and 10. Cousins across the middle. This one's caught. That is Thielen on the reception inside the 20. Move the chains. First down. Inside the red zone is Minnesota. And a chance here to score and make this a one-possession game. $11:50 to go. First down and 10. Cousins out of the shotgun. Back to pass in trouble, and he's going to be sacked. Big sack for Detroit. Making the play and dancing is Aiden Hutchinson, the rookie out of Michigan. A huge sack. Really stifled some momentum for Minnesota. Four sacks by the Lions today. Second down and 17. Cousins out of the shotgun, has to pass, feels the heat. Going to go deep downfield near the end zone. Fade route. Oh, incomplete. Nearly a one-handed catch made by Jefferson, but he ran out of room and couldn't hold on. 3rd and 17. Tried and nearly made an Odell Beckham type catch, but just missed it, and again was right near the sideline. It would have been really tough to hold on and keep 2 feet in bounds. Third and 17 for Minnesota. They really need a first down here. Can they convert? Cousins out of the shotgun, 5-wide receiver set. Cousins back to pass, feels the heat, throws it up, and out of bounds. Pressure from Detroit, good blitz. Hutchinson again, one of the many Detroit defenders who were in on that play. 4th and 17, what will Minnesota do is the question. Cousins had nothing, had to throw it away before being sacked. They're going to kick a field goal here. So a 41-yard attempt from Greg Joseph, and if he misses, this is not good news for the Vikings. 41 yards from Joseph. The kick is up, and it is good. Right down the middle. Make it 28-16. So the Vikings get something, better than nothing here, but they're still down. They need to stop defensively to get this ball back. Only 4 more field goals to go. Rigo, yeah, I mean, what is this, Bears football? You're right, though. I think, they need to stop. Vikings need to stop defensively, and they need a touchdown. I mean, a field goal is okay, considering you got about 10:45 to go in the game, but they need to stop. They need the ball back, and they need to score. They are not in a position, especially with how well Detroit offense has been. I mean, Detroit could score a touchdown on the next drive, and it'll be over, too. So there should be a sense of urgency here if you are Minnesota in this case. Pittsburgh with 3 minutes to go. They're down 16-7. Can Mitch Trubisky pull off an unprecedented comeback? I doubt it, but a chance there. 16-7, 2nd and 10 at the Pittsburgh 25 over there with about 3 minutes to go in that one. Ravens and Steelers, 16-7 game. Mitch with 2 picks in the red zone, certainly hurting Pittsburgh there. And some of you are still here with us. We appreciate it. Going near the 3-hour mark and streaming this game. Big thank you to John Meadows for being here, for making everything work behind the scenes, and for VPod TV, giving us their beautiful studios. It's a non-Bears game. It's a bye week for the Bears, but that doesn't mean we stop. We're bringing you the Vikings and Lions game. We've done this throughout the day today. We're going to see how this one ends. I'm very curious to see. Mitch is making great passes, minus those 3 picks. B-Wicket, it seems like that even based on the numbers. I mean, very accurate, lots of yards, but those 3 picks, of course, is what everyone's going to fixate on, and those hurt him. I mean, if one of those were even a touchdown, that would be a completely different game out there in Pittsburgh. But those 2 picks inside the red zone, I'm sure have certainly hurt the Steelers. Minnesota will kick this one off. 10:47 to go, 28-16. Lions on top, no return. Going to be from the 25. Detroit will start. A win from Detroit would be huge. Vikings clinch the NFC North with a win or tie against the Lions today, by the way. So that's interesting. So some playoff implications, and the Vikings could already clinch the frickin' division today. Tells you how weak this NFC North is this year. 1st and 10 for Detroit. Goff back to pass on 1st down. Quick pass. This one's incomplete. St. Brown, the intended target, looking for a flag. Didn't get it. 2nd and 10. Good start to this drive already for the Vikings defense. They need that football back. Goff today, 23 of 35 for 292 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Big game for him. 2nd and 10, it's Goff out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers set, 2 tight ends on this package. Hand off. And that is a minimal gain, maybe 1. Not much doing there, though, for Detroit on the carry. 3rd and 9 officially. And here's a golden opportunity for Minnesota to quickly get that football back. 10:20 on the clock still. A lot of time for another touchdown and another drive downfield. Go up on 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion. Go off to pass across the middle. This one is caught. Catch made. Looks like it will be a 1st down for Detroit. They convert. So their drive will continue. Catch made there by DJ Chark. First down and 10, 9:35 to go in the 4th quarter. Here's Goff with 4 to go on the play clock. Snap and a run up the middle. Nice carry for Detroit. Longest carry for them of the day, and that was Williams. 1st down, 10 yards officially. Wow. Longest carry of this game for Detroit. The run games for both teams have been stagnant, but right there, they gained more yards. Second and 2. I formation for Detroit. A pitch on the handoff. Not much doing there, though. Looked like potentially a broken play. A pitch to Swift, and he gets nowhere, loses a couple of yards. 3rd and 3 officially. Got to respect Detroit. They're a much improved team. By the way, be wicked. Thank you, Mitch, with a touchdown pass to tight end Freiermuth. 16-14. Steelers coming back. They're down by 2 with 2:30 to go in the 4th quarter. So Mitch is saying not yet. Looking forward to seeing how that one ends out in Pittsburgh. Third down and 3. Vikings need a stop right here. Go up the pass. In trouble. Throws it. Got it. First down and more. Up near the 40 of Minnesota. Goff for a minute there. Was in trouble in the pocket. But finds Zylstra, the tight end, for the reception. Fifth straight game for the Vikings, allowing 400-plus total yards. The longest single-season streak in franchise history. One of the worst defenses in the NFL, worst defenses in Viking history. We're watching it right now. So another third down. And once again, the Lions convert. First and 10. Handoff. Gain of about 2. Williams on the carry. Second down and 8. Time continuing to tick. 6:40 to go, and the Vikings are in big trouble right now. They do not have much time to work with to try and score 2 touchdowns. Second and 8 from the Minnesota 40. Handoff. A lot of room to run, and a first down for DeAndre Swift. So Swift moves the chains, and this has to be so frustrating for Minnesota. Up first and 10, 5:55 to go. Goff with the football from the 31-yard line. Handoff. Nothing there. Big stop by Minnesota. There's a start. Loss of 1 on that play. Never over till it's over. Brady on Monday. Tom Brady was down 16-3 under 4 minutes to go. They won. Baker Mayfield Thursday down 16-3 under 4 minutes to go, and they won. Just a reminder that this game is not over yet either. Minnesota could certainly make a comeback, but time is running short, and when Kirk Cousins is your quarterback, it makes it 10 times harder. Second and 11, 5:11 to go. You need a stop here if you're Minnesota. Goff out of their shotgun, split backfield. Handoff. Up the middle. Gain of 4. Williams on the carry. Third down to come, 4:56 to go, and the Vikings will spend a timeout here. So with 4:56 on the clock, the Vikings call timeout. They really need a stop here again on third down. The third down of this drive. Can they come through here? What do you guys think? I mean, I don't know how this one's going to end. My prediction coming through from your earlier post, John. Lions in control. If the Lions win, there's a chance they win out the rest of the season. I mean, I think I predicted before this game it'd be 28-24 Lions win. For the sake of entertainment, I'd love to see Minnesota make a comeback and come all the way back in this one. But with limited time to go, it's looking harder and harder each second that passes away. Dak threw a pick. Oh, boy, Dak. Wonder if they're going to give us bonus coverage of any of these games. But Cowboys losing to Houston right now. And it's Davis Mills off the bench, who was benched earlier, now 14 of 17 for 144 yards, having a great game in relief of Jeff Driscoll, who was 3 of 5 for 34 and a touchdown. Meanwhile, for the Steelers and everybody's boy Mitch Trubisky, 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter there. It's Ravens football, 1st and 10 at their own 34. So a chance maybe for the Steelers defense to step up and give Mitch one more chance. Ravens in position to run out the clock. Steelers no timeout to the 2-minute warning. Well, that's unfortunate too. Unless Detroit suffers a catastrophic injury, the Lions have this one sealed, says Rigo. I would agree with you. Unless something crazy happens here. I mean, again, they showed that graphic for a reason, how Baker was down 16-3 and Brady was down 16-3. They both came back to win inside 4 minutes. Certainly possible. Vikings only need 12. Need really 2 touchdowns here. You have to remember, if Dalvin Cook didn't fumble that football inside the end zone, this could be an entirely different game. It could be a much closer game, too. Jared Goff and company back on the field. Goff today, 3rd down passing, 7 of 9 for 63 yards and 5 first downs. There are 2 already on this drive. Could this be the 3rd? It's a 3rd down and 6. Goff out of the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set. Now Goff barks out an audible. The Lions set back up offensively. 7 seconds on the play clock. Goff with the snap. Quick pass. It is caught, but not enough for the first down. Going to be 4th down to come. Now, the hard part for the Vikings is it is field goal range for Detroit. We're going to let this clock run down. 4:38 to go. 4th and 2 officially. Now, if you kick the field goal, if you're Detroit, you're up by 15. Still technically a 2-possession game. But it looks like Detroit's keeping their offense on the field. Jared Goff on the field so far. The Lions are 1 of 1 this half on 4th down conversion, same as the Vikings. Vikings really need to stop here. 4th down and 2. That's a delay of game. Maybe a timeout called, and it will be a timeout. At the 0-second mark, Detroit calls a timeout. 4:09 to go. What will they do here on a 4th and 2 is the question. Took a commercial break on screen. Once we find out, we'll tell you. Either going to be kicking, maybe, kick a field goal, easy points, or they're going to try and go for it again. It's going to be a 41-yard field goal attempt from Michael Badgley, former Bear, who missed a 40-plus yarder earlier in this game. So this is not going to be automatic. Looks like the Ravens are going to win this one 16-14. Be wicked. I'm sorry to hear that too. Sorry for a close game there. Badgley is 15 of 17 on kicks this season, but he did miss earlier. From 41 yards to make this a 15-point game. Badgley lines up to kick. Here it comes. Kick is up, and it is good. Badgley, a big kick, 31-16. Makes it harder for the Vikings to come back, but not impossible. A 15-point game with about 4 minutes to go. And the Steelers, unfortunately, do not win. They are going to lose 16-14. Mitch, with those 3 picks, had one of those been a touchdown, would have been a completely different game. Unfortunate there. Here we go. 5 field goals to go. Yeah, pretty much, right? At this rate. But let's see what happens here. They need 2, right? They need 2 touchdowns if that's going to be their strategy here. They got about 4.5 minutes to go. Are they going to do it? I don't know, but, you know, going to have to see here. Got Kirk Cousins, who's having a great game statistically, but just not living up to it points-wise. 25 of 30, 330 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. It's a great game, but the reality is the Vikings have not scored points. Seen the coach giving Roquan Smith a game ball. The Bears trading Roquan Smith, and he picks off his former teammate Mitch Trubisky. Wow. Didn't expect that to happen today. Appreciate all of you still here with us. We are bearing down here. Bearing down at the end of this game, just about the 3-hour mark for the stream, and we appreciate all of you staying here. It's 31-16, Detroit on top of Minnesota. Vikings will get the ball back. They have about 4.5 minutes to go. They need 2 touchdowns to stay in this one. Difficult, not impossible, but very difficult to do. They need 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. So I don't know how this is going to end. Jamie, bear down, and yeah, Pickett is injured. Be wicked. So I wonder how that'll go for the rest of this season for Pittsburgh, who now sits at 5-8. Really needed that win. .406 to go. The Vikings need 15 points. Sounds tough. Could it happen? We'll see. Here's the kick. This will go through the back of the end zone. Yet another touchback. 1st and 10 from the 25. And here comes Captain Kirk. Kirk Cousins, 25 of 33, 330 yards, a touchdown, no picks. But can he come through in the clutch? The Vikings in trouble of losing just their 3rd game of the season. They're 10-2. If Detroit can hold on, they'll be at 6-7, and their playoff hopes, that's right, I said playoff hopes, will still be alive. Cousins out of the shotgun, 3 wide receiver set, 1st and 10. Cousins, quick pass, comebacker. This one caught. Thielen with the catch. She's taken down right around the 30-yard line, and the Vikings have to hurry up. No huddle offense. 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun is Cousins. Pass deep downfield. This one is caught. What a play by Jefferson. Jefferson still going on his feet. 10-5 and touchdown. Oh my goodness. But a flag on the play. And a Minnesota Viking player is hurt too. If that stands, that'd be unbelievable. And now the officials talking things over. What happened? So it's going to be 1st down and 10. I think they're saying Jefferson stepped out of bounds. Let's take a look at this play. I can't believe he made that catch. I don't know. So they're going to say it's a 1st down, catch is made. Then they're saying he stepped out of bounds, but I don't know if he did. Trying to look at this replay. And they moved the camera. I cannot tell if he stepped out or not. I don't think he did. And they better look at that replay. If I were the Vikings, I'd even challenge it. I don't know if he stepped out of bounds there, Jefferson. Because he went all the way. But they're saying he did. 1st down and 10 for Minnesota. They're at the 32. Cousins, quick pass. This one caught. Thielen with blocking. It's up past the 1st down marker near the 20. Ran into his own blocker, but moves the chains for 1st down. 3:20 to go. Cousins now nearing 400 yards on the day. First and 10 from the 20. Cousins fires. This one caught. Thielen gets out of bounds. 5-yard gain. 2:59 to go, and the Vikings are at the 15. They're in contention here to make a comeback, but they got to be very careful with this time. $2:59 to go. Second down and 5. Cousins out of the shotgun. Low snap, corrals it. Throws across the middle. This one's incomplete. No flag on the play. Everyone looking for one. Good defense by Detroit. Going to be 3rd down and 5. 30 of you still here with us on YouTube as we're bearing down and watching to see if the Vikings can make an unprecedented comeback. 2:56 to go in this game. 3rd down and 5. Vikings about to score, but they're down by 15. Cousins again out of the shotgun. 3rd and 5. Cousins rolls out. Quick throw. This one is caught for a touchdown. What a play. KJ Osborne with the catch. And it's a 1-score game. Didn't know if he got in. That's 2 feet. He is in for a touchdown. What a play by Osborne. (31-22). What will Minnesota do here? Remember, you're down by 9 points. They're going to kick the field goal. PAT is coming up. Got to make this, really, or else your game's essentially over. Kick is up, and it is good. It's not over yet. 31-23. Vikings stay in at 2:50 to go. They're down by 8. Remember, Rigo is 3 field goals to go, right? 3 field goals left. 8-point game. Anything is possible here inside 3 minutes. Vikings really need, though, a quick stop. Thumper LQ, let's go, Thumper. Vikings fan from the West Coast here on the stream today. Joining us, Justin Jefferson, 213 receiving yards today. It's a franchise record. Justin Jefferson breaking records, but can they win this game, Minnesota? Looks like they're lining up for an onside kick. 2:50 to go. Vikings will onside kick it. They do it. Who has it? And the Lions get it. That is a big recovery. Lions recover the onside kick. 2:49 to go. By doing that, you're in a little bit of trouble here, too. You need to stop Detroit. They cannot even score a field goal, and they're already kind of in field goal range. So you really got to be careful here and stop them. Kirk Cousins and Jared Goff, great games today. Cousins 30 of 39, 405 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 126 rating. Goff 121 rating, 3 touchdowns, no picks, 321 yards. He is 26 of 38. So 2:49 to go. 1st and 10. Goff and company ready to go. Receiver in motion. 1st and 10. Here's a run. Gain of maybe 1, maybe 2. Good job by the Vikings defense to start this drive. Rigo onside kicks and the open net are tied for the most desperate sports tactics ever devised. Open net, man. Yeah, when that happens in hockey, that's just like, oh, who wants to watch at that point? Very, very rarely does an open net strategy in hockey work. Same with the onside kick in football. Got a 2nd down and 9. 1-yard gain officially for Detroit. Vikings trying to stop them and get this ball back with minimal time to go. 2:10 on the clock. going near the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 9. Another handoff. Going to be 3rd down to come after this break. 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 5 to come. And here come the Vikings. Can they come back? To gritty gone. Talk about tanking. Texans easily let the Cowboys go 98 yards to win the game. They aren't even subtle about the tanking. Really? Wow. So 98 yards. The Cowboys go, and it looks like they're going to win after trailing the entire game. Bills are winning 20-12. Bengals up 23-10. Jaguars about to win their game and close that out. Same with the Eagles. Looks like the Cowboys are about to come all the way back to and win. Even though Dak had a horrible game. 2 picks, 1 touchdown. If you're just tuning in, we're at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to go in regulation. It's an 8-point game. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for Detroit. Should the Vikings stop them, Vikings will get the football back with limited time to go and a need to score 8 points to tie. As a goalie in high school, I hated being pulled for an extra attacker, but it works sometimes. Okay. Be wicked playing a hockey goalie in high school. Very cool. Remember, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We talk Chicago sports weekly. We have streams of every Bears game and also other games, as you can see. Based on the Bears bye this week, we plan on doing also the Super Bowl, NFC, AFC Championship games. So should have some fun here and appreciate all of you joining us for the ride here today. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. All of your support helps us, and I appreciate all of you who've tuned in here for the past 3 hours, watching some Vikings and Lions with me on this Sunday. Big thank you to John Meadows directing and producing VPod TV for helping us out here with the studios. And Amish Country Farms, our exclusive sponsor. Hit them up today in Orland Park and tell them Sports Talk Chicago sent you. So here's the situation. 2 minutes to go in this game. Vikings have been trailing all game, trying to come all the way back. They're down by 8. 3rd down and 5 for Detroit at the Vikings 40. Should the Vikings stop them? Now you're talking about a situation where they can get the ball back, and they're going to have about maybe a minute and a half or minute 40. Try and go all the way downfield and tie this one up. Third down and 7 officially. Goff to throw. Goff will complete his pass. First down. First down on a 3rd and 7. That is a huge blow for Minnesota. Peter Sewell, a tackle, went out to catch a pass. And he made the catch as like a fullback in the flat. And that was a big first down. That might have ended the game for this one. Very tough. Moving the change, it's a first down. And that's a weird way to end this one, potentially, assuming no weird things happen. But second timeout by Minnesota. There's a minute 54 to go. They only have 1 timeout left. Meanwhile, Detroit, inside Viking territory, and they're in field goal range right now. Penei Sewell, 7th overall pick, 2021 NFL draft. He's the youngest ever starting left tackle in the NFL, and he made that catch for a first down. You've seen it all here today. Out of all people, that continues this game and could end it. So on a first down and 10, here come the Lions from the Viking 32. Hand up. Gain of maybe 1, not much, but the Vikings do not have time on their hands, and also they're deep inside territory there. The Cowboys score a touchdown, 27-23, Ezekiel Elliott. They're up 27-23 with 20 seconds to go out there in Texas. Vikings call their final timeout, going to be second down with 1:50 to go, so they need some big stops here. Then on fourth down, I mean, the Lions could still kick a field goal, and the game will be over too. So it is really not looking good for Minnesota. It'd be fun to see a comeback, but just don't see it. Second down and 9. Handoff. Not much. 39 to come. 1:40 and counting. Probably going to be about a minute flat to go when the Vikings snap again. So third down and 9. Detroit still has 2 timeouts. Minnesota has none. Not looking good for the Vikings here. Anything's possible, but it ain't looking good. 10 left on the play clock. Third down and 8. And I think Detroit's going to run this down and take a timeout, and they will. So 1:05 to go. Detroit takes a timeout. They have 1 remaining. They need 8 yards, but no matter what, they're in field goal range. Should they kick anything and it goes in, this game's over too. So I am not sure how this is going to go. Stay with us for a minute after. We'll see if we get some bonus coverage, and if not, we'll wrap up this game and preview what's to come for the Bears next week. But right now, it's 31-23. Third down and 8 for the Lions with 1:06 to go. Should they win, they got the Jets, Panthers, Bears, and Packers. They could very well win out and potentially get that last wild card spot if they play their cards right. I formation for the Lions on 3rd and 8 from the 31. Fullback in motion. Handoff. And a loss of about a yard. A minute to go. Going to be 4th down and maybe 9. Don't know what Detroit will do here. A field goal will end the game. So I would assume they're going to kick. It's 4th and 8. They're going to run this clock down probably and call another timeout. 44 seconds and counting. Probably going to be around 20 seconds left by the time they call this timeout. So all about over. Vikings with no timeouts. And it's looking very bleak. Dan Campbell waiting. He's going to call a timeout. Campbell calls for his field goal unit. So guys, this is pretty much it here. No more timeouts for either team. And Campbell is going to kick a field goal. Going to call that for his team, the Lions. If the Lions make this field goal, the game's over. If they don't, the Vikings will have 18 seconds but no timeouts to try and score. And the offense is meeting right now on the sideline just in case a miss were to occur. Cousins over there, Rager, everybody on that offense, Thielen and Jefferson. Waiting to see. This is going to be a longer kick for Badgley, who missed a 40-plus yarder earlier in this game. But he's made a couple of others. He is 16 of 18 on the season on field goals. Obviously a former Bear. We saw him kick for the Bears in the Bears-Giants game. But this is a long attempt. 49 yards for Badgley. The kick is up. And it is good. And that's your ball game. The Lions make the kick. And they're up right now 34-23 with 17 seconds left. So that should do it. A big kick for Badgley and the Lions. Nearly blocked, but it got up in time and went right down the middle. Big kick for Badgley. And the Lions with a big win. Keeps their playoff chances alive. They're going to win this as long as things hold on, move to 6-7. That's huge. Huge for them. Now, a little bit of time left. About 17 seconds. Don't know what the Vikings even have planned. I don't know what you could plan for here, like maybe a Hail Mary touchdown, onside kick, recovery, another Hail Mary. That's all you got about here. Nothing else to do. Here we go. 17 seconds. The Lions will kick this one off smartly. Here comes the kick. It'll go through the back of the end zone for a touchback. What do you do? Probably nothing. 17 seconds from your own 25. No timeouts. Probably will end with this score, but again, anything's possible. Curious to see what the Vikings will draw up, if anything, here in this situation. Of course, the fumble from Dalvin Cook proven to be costly. Hurt the Vikings in scoring a touchdown earlier in this game. So it's Vikings football at the 25 with 17 seconds left. Looks like we got a problem with our thing here. Try and take a look. Let's see if I could click that button real quick. Maybe not.
What happened?
The game froze for a minute. There we go. All right, we're back on it now. Let's call the rest of this one. See what happens here. Kirk Cousins on a first down and 10 with 14 seconds. Going to go deep downfield. Cousins throws, nearly intercepted. 9 seconds left. And I mean, at this point, it's just about over. Nearly a pick. Going into double coverage, and at that point, you have to. So this is it for the Vikings with 9 seconds left. No timeouts. 2nd and 10. See if we get bonus coverage coming up next. We'll have to wait and see, but as of right now, here we go. Cousins. Shotgun with 9 seconds to go. Detroit only rushing 3. Cousins. Across the field. This one's caught. Laterals to Hawkinson. And that should do it. Nothing much there. Game over. And the Lions are going to win this one 34-23. Lions win. Big upset, but not really. And the Lions' playoff hopes are still alive at 6-7. We're going to take a look and see if we get bonus coverage here in a second. If not, we will end it. But let's take a look and see here. Huge win for Detroit. Something that I don't think many people expected. Dan Campbell leading his team to a 6-7 record, and they are not out of the playoff picture. State Farm game break here with Fox. They're promoting their Buccaneers and Niners game. And I think that should be it, if I'm not mistaken. 11 minutes to kick off there. Let's just take a final look and see. Seattle's also going to play at 3 o'clock. They face off against the Panthers. How about Geno Smith leads the league in completion percentage? It is bonus coverage, and I think that'll do it for us here then today on Sports Talk Chicago. Shout-outs and thank yous to all of you who stayed with us and watched this game during the Bears bye week. We will be live next Sunday for the Bears game as they face off against the Philadelphia Eagles. Stay tuned to the channel this week for interviews with big guests, including Tom Verducci and my take on the Baseball Hall of Fame and some Bears news as well. Hit up our sponsor, Amish Country Farms, the best Amish food in all of Chicagoland with imports weekly from northern Indiana. Big thank you to John Meadows directing and producing, BPOD TV for the studios, and all of you are watching here with me today. Until next time, so long, and we'll see you soon.